Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got a quick meal on the go for you. $3 gets you a hot snack or hot dog, chips, and a Polar Pop. $4 for a breakfast sandwich, hash brown, and medium coffee. Or $5 gets you a personal pizza and a 20-ounce Pepsi. Get snacking. Open 24/7, 365. Gets you a hot They've got what you need at the Chips and Holiday Station Store for a breakfast sandwich, hash brown. Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got a quick meal on the go for you. $3 gets you a hot snack or hot dog, chips, and a Polar Pop. $4 for a breakfast sandwich, hash brown, and medium coffee. Or $5 gets you a personal pizza and a 20-ounce Pepsi. Get snacking. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside Rush City High School for tonight's volleyball matchup here between the visiting North Branch Vikings and the Rush City Tigers. Of course, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. I'll be bringing you all the action from tonight's game, and, well, it should be a good one here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It should be a fun one. We've got two of the best teams in the state in their respective classes, maybe just all around as well. You've got North Branch coming in. North Branch is coming in sporting a very good record. 22-4, 5-1 in their section. They play out of Section 7-3A. They're currently ranked 4th in the state. They have won 56 sets and only given up 16. Their section looks like this. Of course, they're on top. Hermantown behind them at 17-3. Then it's Princeton 21-4. Grand Rapids at 17-10. Cloquet 13-10, Rockridge 12-11, and then Duluth-Denfeld at the bottom there at 9-14. For North Branch, they do have but one blemish on that section record. It is a 5-1 section record for them, with the loss coming earlier in the year to Grand Rapids. That has since gone all their way as they have won 5 straight section games against teams like Duluth-Denfeld, even Princeton, Rockridge, Cloquet, just to name a few. They are on an absolute tear. They have not lost since a tournament last Friday and Saturday. Saturday they lost against 4A school Wayzata 2-0. Wayzata on the season, just to look at how good they are. Wayzata on the year is sitting at 17-10. They're 13th in their class of Class 4A. Now, Class 4A is deep. They have a lot of good teams in there. But their last loss out of a tournament was to Monticello. That was a 3-2 loss for North Branch. And I think for a lot of people, it was kind of a little bit of a stunner, too, where North Branch was on the road at Monticello. The Magic pulled off some magic and got the victory. Now, Monticello isn't a shabby team. They're 14-12 overall, 23rd in all of Class 3A. But I think if you're North Branch, you're sitting there looking at it going, that's one we should have won. That was one we needed to win. And it certainly does feel like it. But for North Branch, they aren't sweating it because, again, they are a top 5 team in the state as they get set for the playoffs here coming up. I still, anytime I see it, I laugh because I can't believe how fast it's gone. It is crazy to think about how fast the regular season has gone. Next Tuesday is our final regular season game for all of our local teams for volleyball. But for playoffs, North Branch will begin on Wednesday, October 23rd, as they look to have the top seed and hold on to that as they reach the playoffs. For the Rush City Tigers, well, they're one of the top teams in the state as well, and one of the top in their section. Now, their section's a little bit funky. It's split up into two. It's 7AA, SS1, and SS2. Couldn't tell you why it's SS1 or SS2, but that's just the way it is. For Rush City, they're second in their section behind Esko. Esko sporting a 9-0 section record, 20-3 on the year. They're ranked 9th. Rush City just behind them, also 9-0 in the section, 21-3 on the year. They're being disrespected. I have looked at this so many times, and that's the only word I can come up with. Rush City's being disrespected in the fact that they're only ranked 19th. Now, do teams care about that? No, I don't think so necessarily. I think teams care to a certain extent, but I don't think right now Rush City's looking at it going, oh, man, we're not having that great a season. We're only ranked 19th. No, I don't think that's the case at all. In fact, I think it's the exact opposite. If you talk earlier in the year, well, at the beginning of the year, I had a chance to talk with the Rush City head coach, Eric Thielander, and he had talked about, hey, we've got some inexperience on this team, and it's going to be some growing pains this year. I think if you were to tell him towards the end of the season that he would be 21-3, second in the section, and 9-0 in the section, I think he'd tell you, you know what, we'll take it. Because it's a tough section they play in. Again, it's split up into two, but they have teams like, again, Esko, Mora, Barnum, Two Harbors, Proctor, Greenway. Now, I mentioned Two Harbors, Proctor, and Greenway because those three teams are always, no matter what kind of record they have, even International Falls, no matter what kind of record those teams have, they're always getting deep into the playoffs. Whether it's quarterfinals, section finals, championship game, they're always getting deep into the playoffs, and that's what they look to do this season. But for Rush City, it has been an awesome year once again. Last year and the year before, they made the state tournament in back-to-back years. Unfortunately, the first year, it was one and done. Last year, they won 6 straight sets to get themselves to the championship game, in which they lost. But they did get to state and the championship game and were runners-up at the state tournament in Class 2A. I mean, it was a phenomenal end-of-the-season run for Rush City last year. They hadn't lost a set in over a month as we take a look at their schedule last year. They hadn't lost a set since September 23rd, and then they went into the state tournament, or into the playoffs, I should say, and didn't lose until the championship game where they unfortunately lost to Pequot Lakes 3-0. But what a year it was for them last year. Looking at their season last year, 30-3 is how they finished up the season. 30-3. Can you believe that? They had 2 losses during the regular season. That was at the AA Showcase down at Burnsville, where they lost to Caledonia and Belle Plaine. They wound up getting into the playoffs again, beating Mora, Duluth Marshall, and International Falls all 3-0. Then in the championship game, they played Esko and beat them 3-0. Then they got into the state tournament, and they got off to a fast start against Annandale. Against Southwest Christian, a little bit of a slower start, but then they continued to pull away and just play strong like they always have and beat them 3-0. Then it was the championship game, and I can't really tell what it was. I think Pequot Lakes was a really good team. Were they that much better than Rush City? I don't think so. I think Rush City got into a couple mistakes in which they kind of couldn't pull themselves out of and wound up falling in the first set. And then I think their spirits just got a little bit low after losing the first one. But then they came back. But I think every time they came back, it just their comeback fell just short because Pequot Lakes was that good. So, but for Rush City, again, another fantastic year for them this year, 21-3 on the season. But again, they're ranked 19th. Now, mind you, that's top 20 in the state, and in all of Class 2A, there are 125 teams. So to be ranked in the top 20 is not easy, and it's no slouch being ranked in the top 20. But if I'm looking at it through my eyes and the teams that they played and how dominant they have been, I think they're being disrespected. You've got teams they play. They beat Princeton in a tournament 2-1. Princeton's a top 20 or 15 team, I should say. I think Rush City's getting a little disrespected on the standings part of things. But doesn't matter because, again, they are second in the section right now. Now, weirdly enough, last year, so SS1 and SS2 are split up like I mentioned before. SS1 will play SS1 teams until the championship game. Then the winners of SS1 and SS2 will play in the championship game. So, SS1 will play SS1 team, SS2 will play SS2 teams until the championship, then it's SS1 versus SS2, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but hey. But looking at it for Rush City, Esko's now on their side of the bracket. Esko is now in their half of the section, if you will. So for Rush City, when you look at it and you're going to go and get to the playoffs again, you look at it and you go, oh boy, we don't get to have Esco in the championship game anymore. No. We have to get through them to get to the championship game if they want to get back there. So for Rush City, it is not going to be as easy as it looked last year. Now, it wasn't easy. I should really preface that because nothing is easy in high school sports, especially in the playoffs. Even though they made it look easy, certainly nothing is easy. But again, getting to play, assumedly they get that far in the playoffs, and we're hoping that they do. Obviously, we're hoping that they can get back to the state tournament. But if we're looking at the playoffs, let's just say if they want to get back to that section championship game, they've got to beat and get through Esco at this point because Esco is on top of the section, and right now they'd have the number 1 seed. And, you usually you assume, let's just put it that way, the number 1 and 2 seeds will play each other in the section semifinal. That's why, they get ranked that way, or seeded, I should say, is 1 through 8. That's why they get seeded that way, is so the 1 will play the 2 in the section semifinal and or championship game. But more often than not, that's not the way it works, and it's fun that it doesn't work that way because you can see teams that maybe not have had a great regular season record, like Pine City 5-21, or Hinckley Finlayson 4-16, or even International Falls, Aiken, Hibbing, who all have under 5 wins, go on these long runs in the playoffs, and you're going, where did this come from? Where has this been all season? And that's what the postseason is all about. But for Rush City, they've got one goal in mind, and that is tonight to get a victory over North Branch. While North Branch, same thing. They're looking to get a win over Rush City. I don't care who you tell or who you talk to, this might as well be a championship game in and of itself because that's the kind of atmosphere we have here today. These two teams going at it. Rush City, North Branch. North Branch is on the road, but it should be a great one, ladies and gentlemen. I am so excited to be here, and everything is going to be a ton of fun here tonight. The athletic director for the Tigers, Lee Rude, coming up, checking on me, making sure I'm okay. Appreciate him. Of course, we got great ADs in our local listening area that I get to work with on almost a daily basis, and it's so great to be able to work with all these understanding, flexible, and hardworking athletic directors. They do a great job of getting us set up and getting us the things we need and helping us out when we need it. So I appreciate all the ADs. So shout out there to Lee Root here tonight as he's helping us out here at Rush City High School. But the Tigers and Vikings going to go at it here after a little while. But first, we're going to take a commercial break here. Word from some of our fine sponsors. Of course, we're doing a new giveaway. You can win tickets to the Minnesota Vikings game against Detroit by listening to Joshua Miron in the morning show right here on this very station, 100.9 FM. You can win tickets to next Sunday's game against the Lions with a hotel stay and spending cash because Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP is your local radio for Vikings football. So be sure to stay tuned to the morning show and listen there for that because we'll be giving away tickets to a Minnesota Vikings game. But first, we're going to give you a chance to hear a word from some of our fine sponsors. Again, if it wasn't for them, well, we won't be out here broadcasting any of these games, so we appreciate them. Of course, before we go to break, I want to remind you, if you're watching this on our YouTube page right now, be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube page. Hit that red subscribe button. That way, you'll be notified anytime that we go live with a local sporting event. All you'll have to do is click on the notification. It will take you right to the live video. As for right now, though, a word from those fine sponsors that I keep on mentioning, but now we'll hear a word from them here on 100.9 FM, Cool Country.
Can I have your attention, please? There is a huge bird and animal auction Saturday the 19th in Mora. Pigeons, chickens, ducks, feeder pigs, geese, pheasants, goats, turkeys, and much more. Saturday, October 19th, 9 miles north of Mora on Highway 65. The action starts at 9:30 a.m. sharp. Get animal photos and more info at Chelsea Brook Farm Auction Company on Facebook or call David Anderson at 320-364-0847. The huge bird and animal auction, 9 miles north of Mora, Highway 65.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Ditch the shovel and wheelbarrow. A New Holland mini track loader lets you get more work done with ease. It's narrow by design, so you can easily get in and out of tight spots. Versatility is its calling card. The loader powers a wide range of attachments like augers and trenchers. Big operating capacity puts more jobs on your can-do list, making it perfect for residential construction and landscaping. Take a break from backbreaking work with a reliable mini track loader. See one today at Baraboo Implement in St. Croix Falls and Rice Lake.
Back here on 100.9 FM, Cool Country WCMP. Ethan Game Day Gilman going to be bringing you all the action from tonight's matchup between the visiting North Branch Vikings and the Rush City Tigers. Again, Rush City is not ranked as such, but they really should be. Again, they're being disrespected in the standings, but what feels, and it should be, a top 10 matchup here between these two teams in adjacent classes. Rush City in AA, North Branch in 3A, and this should be a fantastic one here this evening. You see the volleyball's going across the court. We're about 3 minutes away from our national anthem. Our starting lineups being announced, but first they did a nice little thing for the seniors here for Rush City. It is senior night. They only have 2 of them, but they gave a nice, some of the underclassmen and managers, I should say, gave a nice word to them. Autumn Stream and McKenna Gar being honored before warm-ups with some kind words from some of the underclassmen, and again, the manager, Kendall Pillar. She talked about McKenna Gar. We had one of the other ones talk about Autumn Stream, so those seniors being honored here pre-warm-ups. As it is, again, senior night. Last week was homecoming. It was a great homecoming week for the Tigers. They won during the week and on homecoming night, and now it is senior night, and it should be it's going to be a great atmosphere, let me tell you that. This gym is packed, and it gets packed quite often, but it's going to be a rowdy atmosphere, I think, in here tonight, and not for no reason. That's what I meant to say. This is going to be a battle through and through from the first serve to the final points of the game. I think we even have some Pine City Dragon volleyball players in here to watch this one. Why not? This is a great game. This is going to be a fun one. Of course, taking a look at some of our impact players. Now, talking about impact players, you really could say a lot of names for many different reasons. Not just because they've got a ton of kills, a ton of digs, aces, all that. I think an impact player does everything. They do everything well, and they're able to do everything because they have the knowledge to do everything. So some of those players, I'll try and name 2 on each team. Again, it's so easy to name more than one, but I'll try and keep it to 2. For Rush City, the first one that we have to mention is one of those seniors, Autumn Stream. She has been, if you remember Lydia Bankston from last year, she was, as I said quite often, probably one of the hardest hitters in all of Class 2A. I think I've maybe seen 1 or 2 that rivaled her, and I think there was maybe one that wasn't necessarily better, but I think they were on the same level. That was on Pequot Lakes, but one of the best hitters in all of Class 2A last year. And Autumn Stream has really stepped kind of into that role that Lydia Bankston held last year, the leadership role as well as the hitting role. But she does it all well. Being a senior, she knows how to do everything, and she tries to keep her team even keel. The other one, again, this is so tough. We could name a bunch of different players, but I think I got to go with Abby Thielander. She started last year for this team as a freshman. Her sister, Ellie Thielander, does come in every once in a while as an 8th grader, but Abby Thielander, she does a really good job coming in as only a sophomore, providing, again, more even leadership. Believe it or not, as a sophomore, yes, but she is able to do it from all sorts of places on the court, and she does it and does it well. For North Branch, now, unfortunately, I haven't had a ton of time to see North Branch play. I did get to see a few of them, and one of their bigger players, impact players-wise, is Sophia Benedict, wearing number 22 tonight, a senior, 5'10". Does she have power? Yes, she does. She has a ton of it. She is a great hitter. She can also get it done from really anywhere because it doesn't matter where she's set up, front of the net, back, middle. She can get it done, and she is very accurate on her hits. One of the things is I think a lot of players can hit very hard, but not all of them can be accurate, and she is one of those that can do it both. The other one, I mean, there's too many, but we'll go with Jenna Minke, another sophomore for these North Branch Vikings, who does a really good job of just kind of doing everything well for the Vikings. So those are the impact players here for both teams. We're going to get our national anthem and then our starting lineups. Then we'll be back for First Serve here on Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP.
Kettle River Pizza loves supporting all the local teams. And if your team is interested in fundraising, well, they've got you covered. Kettle River Pizza has years of experience in fundraising for local teams, organizations, and clubs, and they would like to help you too. With their experience and the fact that Kettle River Pizza is an easy sell, your fundraiser is bound to be a great success. Visit Kettle River Pizza online and click on their fundraising tab. Kettle River Pizza, a winner every time. Grab a few at your local convenience or grocery store for after the game.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got savings like Jack's Pizza, 3 for $12, Red Bull 12 ounce, buy 2, get 1 free, Johnsonville Brats and Dogs, 2 for $4, any size fountain drink up to XL, 79 cents all day. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden French fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W Root Beer Freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Hey there, Matt Winsan, CEO of Burnett Dairy Cooperatives. Everybody knows that there are great places to play in Northwest Wisconsin, but did you know there are great places to work too? At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we employ our local communities within 5 counties from our Grantsburg location. We offer competitive wages, 401k, profit sharing, and great benefits, and you will have the opportunity to grow within our herd. Lots of opportunities to grow. Come be a part of our herd. Visit BurnettDairy.com, click on the Careers tab.
Back here on 100.9 FM WCMP Cool Country. Ethan Game Day Gilman going to be bringing you all the action from tonight's matchup here between the Vikings of North Branch and the Rush City Tigers. Getting your starting lineups here tonight, looking at the North Branch Vikings, the visitors. It will be starting for them senior number 5, Dakota Esgett. Then another sophomore, number 15, Jenna Minke. A senior, number 19, Avery Smith. A freshman, number 20, Amelia Lattimore. A senior, number 22, Sophia Benedict. And senior, number 26, Joanna Bartkey. On the other side for your Rush City Tigers, it will be senior, number 1, Autumn Stream. Sophomore, number 3, Abigail Thielander. Senior, number 4, McKenna Garr. Freshman, number 7, Clara Neeson. Freshman number 10, Kendra Heinz. And freshman number 26, Shania Anderson. Anderson will get the start here tonight. Very, very cool anytime you get to see freshmen starting on a big night like tonight. Well, those are your starting lineups here, of course. Brace Orthodontics scoreboard, 3 locations, Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge. North Branch wearing their red jerseys, black letters and numbers outlined in the white. The shoulder of the jersey is black as well. Then they've got 2 stripes on the kind of the side of the jersey, white and black as well. The libero here tonight for the Rush City Tigers is Ellie Thielander, wearing that number 35. Tigers, by the way, in their blue jerseys, the yellow half sleeve, yellow letters and numbers. Their libero will wear the white jersey with the blue half sleeve, blue letters and numbers. Libero for North Branch will be number 11, Brooke Geis. Brooke Geis, a junior. She'll be wearing the black jersey for the Vikings, white letters and numbers outlined in red. Mike Selbishka coaches the Vikings, if I can speak. Eric Thielander, the head coach of the Rush City Tigers. We've got a packed house, ladies and gentlemen. It is going to be a fun one here between these two teams. It's going to be, everyone knows what's at stake here. First of all, bragging rights. Second of all, you get to probably get a jolt in the standings for either side. If North Branch wins, they'll probably be catapulted into the top 2. For Rush City, they'll get out of that disrespectful standing of the 19th spot that they're in Class 2A and probably be catapulted in the top 5, I would guess, with a win here this evening. So we are getting set and ready for first serve here on WCMP 100.9 FM. Libero will be Bergis. She will check in for the Vikings right away. And just getting everything finished, lining up correctly for both sides. Rush City is ready. North Branch is ready. Ball will be given here to Rush City to start it off. Shania Anderson will serve for the Tigers. And here it is. First serve is over. It's dug up by the Vikings. It goes over the net and out of bounds. And the Tigers score first. So Rush City is on the board first here in this one. Anderson, that's Shania Anderson to serve. It is up and it is over. Dug up by Geese at the net. And trying to get at it was Amelia Lattimore, but kind of mistimed her jump and then completely missed on the back half of the ball. And it will be 2-0 now, Tigers. It's okay. Lattimore, Amelia Lattimore, that was a tough one because that was at the net, and you're trying not to hit the net as Dakota Esgate gets the dig off that serve. It's Lattimore with the dig this time, pushing it over, I should say. And now looking for the kill that time was Clara Neeson. It's dug up, though, by the Vikings. Hit back across and dug up by Rude. Looking for the kill the other way. That is going to be Abby Thielander to make it 3-0. That'll be worth a Rush City auto replay once we have a moment. Of course, in volleyball, don't have a ton of time to be looking at replays as Anderson with the serve, dug up by Geese. On the far side, looking for Esgid off the block. Stream kept it alive off the Anderson block at the net. They get it over. Geese with the dig on the far side. No, near side it comes. And the kill that time for Avery Smith will put the Vikings on the board. It's 3-1. Now, we have both teams, part of our local teams, so I'm going to be just as excited to call kills and blocks and everything for each team as the serve is over. Dug up by Shania Anderson. Looking for the kill the other way is Abby Thielander, and that's in. Abby Thielander with the kill to make it 4-1. Well, that's worthy of another Rush City auto replay. Again, we'll have 2 to look at. Getting set to serve is Abby Thielander. It is up and it is over, and that one gets into the chest of Benedict, but it gets over on the hit from Esgid. At the net now, pushing it over that time is Kendra Heinz. And now looking the other way, Esgid, it's into the net, and actually I think there was Kendra Heinz. Heinz might have been there for the block at the net to make it 5-1, Rush City. Thielander with the serve. It is up, and it's a line drive, and it is long on the serve. So the Vikings get one back to make it 5-2. Checking in and going back immediately to serve. That's Ellie Nielsen. Nielsen readies. Here's the serve. It is up, and it is over. Dug up by Thielander to Anderson, and Gar looking for the kill. That's dug up by Nielsen, but it goes into the bleachers. Another kill there for the Tigers. That time, McKenna Gar making it 6-2 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Checking in the libero, Ellie Thielander, going back to serve now for Rush City. Couple substitutions on the other side for the North Branch Vikings. Thielander with the serve, up and over. Dug up by Esgid. On the far side now for Benedict. A sliding dig there for Abby Thielander. Anderson gets it over by the net, and then getting it over is Gar. Now looking for the kill the other way. That's Benedict. It's dug up by the Vikings off the block at the net. Esgid gets it over. Gar with the dig for the Tigers. On the far side looking for the kill. And that time it was Clara Neeson long on the hit to make it 6-3. Tigers still in the lead. Ball goes in here to Avery Smith. The 5'8 senior will get set to serve. Serve is up, and it is out on the near side. McKenna Gar does a great job watching that one fall closely on the near side, out of bounds. So we'll make it 7-3. Tigers with the early lead here in set number 1. Ball decided to take a little bit of vacation as Clara Neeson readies for her serve. Serve up and over. Dug up by Geese to the front of the net. And looking for the kill that time was Bartkey, but it's dug up nicely by the Tigers. Hit over by Anderson. Geese there for the dig. Minky, and now looking for the kill. That time was Benedict. Dug up by the Tigers. That's Stream. Pushing it over are the Tigers. Looking to get it over the net. Gar off the push over of the Vikings. Got it, but then I think it came at her so quickly she didn't quite get it cleanly and pushes it on a play. A point back for the Vikings, 7-4 now, as Sophia Benedict, the 5'10 senior, going back to serve. Benedict's serve is over, and that's time it's dug up by Abby Thielander. Looking for the kill. That's Autumn Stream. Autumn Stream with the kill to make it 8-4. Rush City with the lead. Gar will go back to serve. Again, one of the 2 seniors on this Tiger squad. Gar with the serve. It is up, and it is over. That's going to be an ace. Diving after it was Sophia Benedict, but an ace for McKenna Gar to make it 9-4. Benedict was there, one of the taller players on this roster. In fact, North Branch, for the most part, has some good height. This time right back to Benedict, but she gets the dig cleanly this time. And now Esgett will hit it across, and that is right at the feet of Ellie Thielander. It will be a kill for Dakota Esgett to make it 9-5. Back to serve now is Brooke Geese. Geese serve is over. Dug up by Thielander. That's Ellie Thielander. And now looking for the kill. That's Abby Thielander. It's dug up by the Vikings on the diving dig from Geese. Hit back across by Benedict. Dug up by Gar. Setting it up for Stream. Stream, a little bit off on the hit that time is Autumn Stream. That goes out of bounds to make it 9-6. You don't see Stream miss-hit many like that, but she did there as Brooke Geese will get set for yet another serve. This one is over and dug up by that's Ellie Thielander. Diving set by Rude, and it's hit across by the Tigers. Dug up by the Vikings and looking for the kill this time. That's Amelia Lattimore, but it's dug up by Ellie Thielander. Gar with the kill off the block at the net. McKenna Gar with a big hit to make it a 10-6 Tiger lead. Autumn Stream will now go back to serve for the Tigers. Stream with the serve. It's up and it is over. Dug up by Benedict. Looking for the tap over. That time was Lattimore. It's dug up by the Tigers. Looking for the kill. Abby Thielander. It's dug up by 2 diving Vikings, and they will get it across on the edge. Get hit. Dug up by Stream. Setting it up and pushing it over that time is Kendra Heinz. That's going to get into the net and out on the Vikings. That'll make it 11-6. Too many names sometimes that I go through. We've got all of the sorts of names in our local listening area, and sometimes I just get them all confused. Tigers, though, with the lead. The Stream serve is over. Dug up by Esgett to the front of the net. Now, that was Benedict with the dig, and Esgett hits it long on that one to make it 12-6. Don't forget, over on 106.5 FM, Adam Hefty has Hinckley Finlayson hosting Bram over there. Serve is over. Dug up by Benedict. Esgett will look for the kill. Get some height on that jump. Dug up by Gar to Rude. And now Heinz will get the kill. It was dug up in the back line by Avery Smith. Kendra Heinz with another kill for the Tigers. Make it 13-6. That is Heinz's first kill on the evening. And Autumn Stream back serving still for the blue and yellow. Serve is up and it is over. Dug up in the back line by Smith. On the near side, or far side, goes Esgett. It's dug up and pushed across by the Tigers. Heinz once again. Now Esgett looks for yet another kill to the back line. It's Neeson with the dig. Hitting it over is Kendra Heinz. Getting the dig here for the Vikings. And now Esgett looks for yet another kill, and that is in on that far sideline. Dakota Esgett. The sharpshooter ability there to place that one right where she needed to. And now it will be Jenna Minke back to serve. The 5'4 sophomore serve over. Autumn Stream with the dig. Rude and Gar there for the kill. McKenna Gar gave no chance to Benedict to catch up to that one. And it's 14-7 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Tigers with the lead here in the first set. Natalie Rude will go back to serve. Rude's serve is over. Again, Benedict with yet another dig. Esgett will look for another kill on her side. It's blocked at the net. Rude gets the dig to Stream. And hitting it over is Abby Thielander. Dug up by the Vikings. And the kill that time going to go to Jade Knopsel. No, excuse me. I think that was 20. Amelia Lattimore. So Lattimore gets the kill to make it 14-8. Dakota Esgett with the serve. It's over. Dug up by the Tigers. Rude keeps it alive, and it's hit back across by Autumn Stream. Dug up by Esgett, and standing it up on the far side. Benedict will look for a kill. Dug up by Gar to Stream. Stream with the set, and hitting it over is Abby Thielander. Benedict on the far side gets the dig. On the near side, setting it for Avery Smith. Rude can't get it cleanly, and it's a point for the Vikings. Avery Smith with the kill that time to make it 14-9. Esgett again back to serve. Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard shows the Tigers leading 14-9. Go to Esgett. Serve is over. It comes up short, but Gar is there for the dig. Set by Rude. Abby Thielander with the kill. Might want to check the air in that ball because she gave that one an absolute ride. And that air might have come out of that one a little bit. It is Abby Thielander to serve. Her serve is up, and it is over. They're going to go after, is that Benedict? Again, it is. They are going after Benedict on these serves right now. It is an ace for Abby Thielander, but they are going after Benedict on all of these serves, it seems like. Benedict is a 5'10 senior, but right now they just see something over there that they want to attack. Do the Tigers. Another serve here this time. This one is long from Abby Thielander to make it 16-10. So the Vikings will get the serve back. Coming in and going back to serve is going to be number 17, Ellie Nielsen. Nielsen will serve, the 5'7 senior. Serve is up, and it is over. Oh, my goodness. A dig there from Ellie Thielander, and then it was, I think Kendra Heinz had it hit her arm as she was crossing to get to the other side of the court to set up. But it's going to make it 16-11, and it is an ace for Ellie Nielsen. Serve is over, and it's dug up that time by Abby Thielander. Hit across by Gar, and unable to catch up to it is Ellie Nielsen. It's a kill for McKenna Gar to make it 17-11. Substitution here for the Tigers as going back to serve, Ellie Thielander will be back to serve. Her team leads 17-11. Serve is up and over. They'll go after Geese. That one right at the net. Blocked at the net. Gar with the kill. Holy cow. McKenna Gar, again, the beach ball effect there as that one was dug up off the serve and went right back to the middle of the net, and Gar said, thank you very much. Boom. And laid the lumber on it. 18-11. That'll give us a chance to take a look at our Rush City Auto replay on this timeout call by North Branch. As we take a look, it is North Branch serving. And you can see on that far side, it was dug up to the center. They set it up on the near side here for Autumn Stream, and just a beautiful, accurate, just a perfect hit there by Autumn Stream. Early in this one, it is the Tigers leading in set number one, 18-11 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Also, check out the bird and animal auction at Chelsea Brook Farm in Mora, Saturday the 19th. Geese, pheasants, goats, pigs, pigeons, and more. That's Saturday the 19th at 9:30 a.m. at the Chelsea Brook Farm, just 9 miles north of Mora. So back out of the timeout. Both teams will come back out onto the court. Rush City with an 18-11 lead here. It is Ellie Thielander back serving. She's the libero here tonight for the Tigers. This is a heavyweight fight between these two teams. Each has thrown a couple of haymakers, but Tigers landing a few more as this serve is over. Esgett with the dig. Look at it far side now for Benedict, and Benedict into a block, but the block keeps it on the Tigers' side, so Sophia Benedict with the kill to make it 18-12. Avery Smith will be back to serve for the Vikings, and believe it or not, that is Benedict's first kill on the evening. I thought she had one more. This one is over, dug up by T-Lander to Rude, and Autumn Stream will line it up for the kill, but it's blocked at the net. The Tigers get it back, hit across by Neeson. Gar will get it back across. Vikings have it dug up. On the far side, they'll go Benedict. No, it will be Geese instead. Rude with the dig. To T-Lander. Gar with the hit across. It is out. Gar a little too much mustard on that one. Makes it 18-13. Vikings within 5. Again, Smith serving now for the Vikings. I should say again. Smith's serve is over, dug up by Abby T-Lander. Rude sets it up for Gar. Gar will tap it across. This is dug up by Brooke Geese. On the far side, Benedict will look to hit it across. Rude got a hand on it, but kind of pushed it back further away than where her teammate was set up. And that will make it 18-14, and this timeout here by the Vikings seems to be working in their favor. Crawling their way back as Benedict gets her second kill in a row. Serve this time is over. T-Lander, that's Abby with the dig. Stream will hit it across. Geese with the sliding hit, and now hitting it across that time is Bartkey. Keeping it alive on a bunch of dives are the Tigers, and Gar will get it back across the net. Dug up and hit back across by Bartkey. That is Neeson, and Gar will hit it across. Dug up once again by Smith. On the far side, they're looking for Benedict. Blocked at the net by Stream and Neeson. Bartkey will hit it back across. Dug up by Ellie T-Lander. Rude sets it for Stream. Stream pushes it across. Dug up once again by Smith. They'll set it up for Benedict. Benedict hits it into the net. Back and forth on that one, but it wound up with Benedict hitting it into the net. You know, she's up and smiling after it. She's okay. She knows it was just a mistake. As I've mentioned time and time again, mistakes, the best thing about those is you can fix them. So now Clara Neeson back to serve. It is up and it is over. Dug up by Smith towards the net. Off the net, the Tigers will get the point as that one was kept alive for a moment by the Vikings, but it is so hard once that ball goes ricocheting off the net. It is so hard to keep that ball alive, and the Vikings just couldn't do it there. So Neeson will look for yet another serve. 20-14. Her team leads 2014. That's the year I graduated. As the serve is over, dug up by Esgett. Benedict will look for the kill. Blocked at the net by Rude! And Natalie Rude with the point there off the block. Natalie Rude providing some great defense on that play. Stepping up at the right moment for the block, making it 21-14, a touchdown difference. Touchdown or an extra point, I guess. Clara Neeson with the serve. It is over. Esgett, not the cleanest dig, but they get it, keep it alive. Bartkey over, dug up by Ellie T-Lander, hit across by Gar. Vikings hold it. Ellie T-Lander again with the dig to Rude, and Stream will tap it across. A diving dig there by, that's Benedict, and then Bartkey will get the kill on the other side, 21-15. The Vikings will not go away quietly. Benedict will now be back to serve for the Vikings, the 5'10 senior. They have 6 seniors on this Vikings team. Very talented team as the serve is over. Ellie T-Lander digs, Stream sets, and Abby T-Lander will hit it back across. Brooke Geese got the dig, and that hits the back of the backboard on the basketball net. They keep it alive, and then Bartkey's hit will hit it into the divider here in the gym. My goodness. You talk about a wave of emotions. The dig by North Branch went up into the back side of the backboard, and then it came down. Vikings got the dig, and then they hit it into the divider. Serve is over, dug up by the Tigers. Hit over by Esgett. This goes into the rafters, come down cleanly. Rude with the set. Gore with the kill attempt, but it's nicely dug up by Avery Smith on the far side. Esgett will look for the kill. She'll tap it over. Oh, it hits the net and finds its way onto clear court for the kill for, Dakota Esgett. It was strong air that I was swallowing apparently. Brooke Geese will serve 22-16. This one is up and it is over. Ellie T-Lander to Rude. And now it's Abby T-Lander. Geese with the dig, but it again off the dig hits the rafters and will come flying back down to the court. No chance for the Vikings on that one. It's 23-16. Tigers with the lead. Trying to finish up the first set. That is the second for fourth kill for Abby Thielander, second on the team behind Gar. Serve is over, dug up by Geese. A diving dig there by Jenna Minke. Getting all sorts of confused as it gets down. It's 24-16. Match point now. Or set point, that is, for the Tigers as this one is over. Dug up by Benedict on the far side. Esget will look to keep this alive. Stream with the dig to Rude, setting it up now for Abby Thielander. But that is into the net, and the Vikings will stay alive. They'll need 7 straight points to erase set point made by the Tigers, as Jenna Minke will serve. Her serve is up, and it is over. Gar with the dig to Rude, setting it up for Kendra Heinz. A tap across. Geis, with the dig, but it's into the net, and the Tigers take set one over the Vikings, 25-17. So the Tigers come out on top here in the first set, 25-17. And the Tigers will take that 1-0 lead, as we will take our first break of the matchup here with the Tigers leading 1-0 on Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owners agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
Kettle River Pizza, the handcrafted pizza made locally in Ask Cove, Minnesota. Always the highest quality ingredients. Pizza that is consistently great tasting. A true crowd pleaser. 16 varieties to choose from. Enjoy the classics like pepperoni, pepperoni sausage and supreme, to the unique tastes of hot Hawaiian, taco, buffalo chicken, and chicken Alfredo. Pick some up at your local grocer, tavern, or convenience store. Handcrafted Kettle River Pizza. Moms and basketball players approved.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here on WCMP 100.9 FM. I got to remember, I'm on 100.9 FM, not 106.5. Usually on 106.5, but tonight that honor is given to Adam Hefty as he's up at Hinckley Finlayson High School for that game between the Jaguars and the visiting Bram Bombers up there. Our game has the Rush City Tigers leading over the North Branch Vikings 1-0. This has been a fantastic matchup here between these two teams so far. A 25-17 set victory for the Rush City Tigers as we get ready for the second set. 33 seconds here before we get ready as the Tigers trying to get their standings into the top 10 here. Again, we talked about it pregame. They're ranked 19th in all of Class 2A. Not a bad ranking, but considering how well they've done this year, I personally think it is not the correct ranking. I think they should be in the top 10, maybe even the top 5. But a win here tonight over North Branch would certainly catapult them, I think, into that top 10, even maybe that top 5 conversation, as the Vikings will serve to begin set number 2. As we get ready, Geis. I've been calling her Geese all night. I apologize, Brooke Geis. We'll sub in here for Bartkey. And back to serve will be Jenna Minke. So Minke back to serve for the Vikings. The 5'4" sophomore readies, and here's the serve. It's over, dug up by Stream to Rude, setting it up for Abby Thielander. Blocked at the net by both Amelia Lattimore and Avery Smith, but it will go out of bounds off the block, making it 1-0 Tigers. It's now Natalie Rude who will go back to serve. Rude, during the spring sports season there in softball, hit a grand slam here at home. I got to be a part of that one. That was really cool to see. She also hit I think 2 more home runs in the season. Serve is over. The Vikings will push it across. It is Benedict who will push it across. It's dug up by Gar to Rude with the set. Abby Thielander with the kill. Abby Thielander has been working here tonight. I mentioned her as during the pregame. Ellie Thielander I also mentioned as some of our impact players. Again, I could really mention a ton of different players that could be impact players. Oh, and this is going to hit the foot of Dakota Esgett on the serve. She was looking to get out of the way, but her foot was on the line, and the ball wound up hitting it. That's an ace for Natalie Rude, and oh, man, that's a tough one for Dakota Esgett. You talk about 1 in a million chance. That's one of those right there. Vikings get the dig. It's hit back across by Smith. Dug up by the Tigers, but it's into the net. Rude could not get it off the ricochet. I've said it once. I'll say it again probably a million more times. But that is just a really tough thing to do. Now Dakota Esgett will go back to serve. It's up and it is over. Dug up by Gar to Rude. Rude setting it up for Abby Thielander, who gets it across. It's dug up by Minke to Geis. And on the other side, Benedict will hit it into the net. So the Tigers will get one back. It's 4-1. Abby Thielander back to serve. Both the Thielanders, really good players, and they're still quite young. Abby, I should say, is a sophomore. Her sister, a 8th grader, as this one is dug up by the Vikings. Hit back across. Neeson will hit it back across herself. Dug up by Geis, and now Benedict will hit it back across herself. Rude there. Dug up and set by Stream, and then hit across by Gar. Geis with the dig for the Vikings, and pushed across here by Amelia Lattimore, and Geis will get it off the Tigers, pushing it back across. Benedict looks for the kill off of 2 Tigers, and I think it hit Gar and then Abby Thielander. I think it hit them both. I think it hit both of their hands, but it winds up falling on the side of the Tigers. So the Vikings have it. Ellie Nielsen now to serve. The left-handed serve is up and over. Dug up by Stream to Rude. Far side for Neeson. Off the block at the net. She keeps it alive, and Gar will hit it back across. I think she got it into the net. Yeah. I think she hit that one into the net. Wasn't quite sure if that was blocked or into the net, but it's 4-3. Tigers still with the lead. Ellie Nielsen to serve. Up. It's over. Dug up by Abby Thielander to Rude. Gar off her back foot. Gets the dig. Diving dig there by Dakota Esgett. Lining it up. Clara Neeson. That's off the net again. We're tied at 4. We did not have a tie there in the first set. It was all Rush City with the lead, but now the Vikings have it tied at 4 apiece here in set number 2. So Nielsen will line it up again. Here's the serve. It's, Abby Thielander. Kendra Hines, perfect spot for that one from Kendra Hines. And that will be a kill for her. It's 5-4. Hines with her 3rd kill. Abby Thielander with 6. McKenna Gar with 5. Back to serve is Ellie Thielander. Serve up and over. Dug up by Geis. And Bartkey will look for the kill. That is by a couple of Tiger players. I don't know if they thought that one was hit a little bit harder than what it was, but they kind of leaned out of the way trying to, and there is a possibility too, they thought they had a teammate behind both of them, going to back them up, but not the case that time, as now serving is Avery Smith. Her serve is up and it is over. Thielander with the dig. That's Abby. Now Gar will look for the kill the other way. It's dug up by Benedict. Hit back across by the Vikings. Dug up by the Tigers. Gar will look to hit it back over. Geis with the dig for the Vikings to Minke, and Benedict will look for the kill. That one's going to go long and out of bounds. Will break the tie again, making it 6-5 advantage Tigers. Back to serve now looks like Clara Neeson. So Neeson is back to serve for Rush City. Serve is up and it is over. Geis with the dig, and that's going to get out of bounds. An ace there for Neeson to make it 7-5 Tigers. That is her first. You know, one of the things that Rush City does really well, they get a lot of aces. Neeson serve is into the net. That will make it 7-6. And getting set, going back to serve, Sophia Benedict. Her serve is up and over, dug up by Ellie Thielander. Rude sets, and getting to it late, but getting it over is Abby Thielander. Now looking for the kill. Dakota Esgid with the kill for the Vikings. And that will tie it back at 7 apiece. Benedict readies her serve. It's over. Dug up by Gar to Rude. Autumn Stream with the kill, and it will give the lead right back to the Tigers. Make it 8-7. Tie, Tigers lead. Tie, Tigers lead. Seems to be the way this one is going so far, but hey, great matchup. You love to see it. McKenna Gar with the serve. Dakota Esgate gets to it late, but Benedict is there, and getting it over is Jenna Minke. Gar with the dig. Rude sets. Stream looking for the kill. Off the net. Geis is there. Benedict, and pushing it over is Minke. Rude is there. Gar will hit it back across. Dug up by Avery Smith. Diving dig by Gar. Stream gets it over. That's Abby Thielander with the kill. Very good job there by both squads. Keeping well aware of where that one was and getting it over for the kill are the Tigers. McKenna Gar will serve. It's over. Dug up by Benedict to Minke. Far side Dakota Esgate. It's into the rafters. Where will it come down? It comes down for Gar. And Abby Thielander fires that one off. And oh my goodness. An absolute missile coming off the hit from Abby Thielander. That is 8 on the night. And that might be her best one. Whoa. Gar will serve again, and trying to take something off of that one, but it will get into the net to make it 10-8. And now back to serve Brooke Geis. Serve is over, dug up by Abby Thielander. Rude sets, Autumn Stream. Diving dig there by Benedict, and getting this one over is Esgate. Gar to Rude. And that is Stream who will just tap it across. Minke with the dig. Dakota Esgate gets it over. It was dug up by the Tigers, and then nobody home on the next hit to make it 10-9. And here come the Vikings. Looking to tie it up once again. Brooke Geis. I don't know if I'm saying Geis right or not. I apologize to anybody from North Branch listening, because she's going to get an ace there. A Brooke Geis or Geese? Ace. I think it's Geis, though. So that's her first ace. She'll get on the board as another serve from her. This one's over. Cleanly dug up by Gar. Rude sets on the far side. That is Stream. Stream will hit it into the net. And for the first time here tonight, the Vikings have their first lead. Geis with the serve. It's over. Ellie Thielander sets, and Abby Thielander hits it long, and all of a sudden it's 12-10 North Branch. North Branch coming back from 4 down, now leads by 2 here in the second set. Geis to serve. It's over. Another ace for Geis right in front of Ellie Thielander. It's 13-10. Tigers trail. Vikings have taken their first lead and have just continued to build on it here the last few. Geis will serve once again. It is up and it is over. Nobody there again. Gar and Ellie Thielander kind of looked at each other and went, who was supposed to get that? And yeah, that'll be a timeout called here by the Tigers. They're going to talk about this and just kind of, hey, what's going on? As that is the third service ace there for Brooke Geis. So it'll give us a chance, though, to take a look at that Rush City Auto replay. It was a serve here from the Tigers. Set by the Vikings, and Dakota Esgate would hit it across, but then the Tigers would get it coming down out of the rafters, and then boom, absolute rocket coming from Abby Thielander to get the kill to make it 10-7. And that was the last time the Tigers scored. So the Vikings have gone on and scored 7 straight points after trailing 10-7. Vikings still in their huddle, just kind of conversing, and They want to make sure that they hold on to this because they know if Rush City gets one big hit, one big block, whatever it is, they know that the Tigers can easily get back into this one. So they're making sure that they don't give the Tigers anything easy here. Geis will serve. It's up and it is over. Dug up by Abby Thielander. Gar sets. Abby Thielander looks for the kill. That's in! Woo! Beautiful placement by Abby Thielander coming out of the timeout to make it 14-11. That's exactly what you didn't want if you're North Branch, is for the Tigers to come out of the timeout like that and get a big hit like that was. Served now by Autumn Stream. It is up and it is over. Dug up by Benedict to Minky on the far side. Esgett will look for the kill, but it's Neeson there for the dig. Gar sets. Thielander looks for the kill. Geis, the sliding dig. Esgett on the far side will look for the kill. Diving dig there by the Tigers. Blocked at the net by North Branch. Heinz, and then Gar will push it back across. Vikings have it, setting it up. Esgett will look for the kill. That is in on the far side to make it 15-11. That was a great hit. Perfect placement again by Dakota Esgett. And now it's Jenna Minky to serve. Her serve is over. Stream with the dig to Rude. Heinz will tap it over, but this time Avery Smith is able to get to it. Esgett looks for the kill. It is dug up on the dive by Neeson, and it gets into the rafters. And Autumn Stream was not able to get there in time. It's 16-11. North Branch with the advantage. And Jenna Minky back to serve. Her serve is over. Two Tigers get after. They manage to get the dig. Now Abby Thielander will look for the kill. That's long. That'll make it 17-11. North Branch just kind of capitalizing off the Tiger mistakes right now. There's nothing that, you know, the Tigers have just been kind of piling the mistakes. Not so much that they're playing bad, it's just mistakes have just been kind of piling for them. Esgett will hit it across for the Vikings as Neeson gets the dig. Setting it up for Kendra Heinz off the block at the net. Benedict with the diving dig. Far side for Esgett. Blocked at the net by the Tigers. Pushed back across by Heinz. And now it gets towards the net. Esgett there. Benedict over. It's dug up by the Tigers. Gar. And Abigail Thielander will get to it. Blocked at the net. Pushed back across by Heinz. Dug up by Geis. Holy cow. And hit back over by Avery Smith, who will get the kill. Oh my goodness. Back and forth those teams went. I think both teams need a breather after that one. Oh my goodness. 18-11 North Branch now with the lead here in set number 2. Minky back to serve again. It's over. Just over. It hits the net. That's Stream with the dig. Rude. And hitting it over is Abby Thielander. It's out. Just long on that one. It's 19-11. And a timeout for sure going to be taken there. That'll give us a chance at another Rush City auto replay. Let's see if we got to it in time. We did. Look at the serve was over. And then Dakota Esgett. Look at how beautiful that was. But the Tigers were there. They got up to it. And then the absolute smash. Thought I had gotten another replay. Apparently not. Well, either way, we got to see Abby Thielander with her kill again. It's 19-11. The Vikings have fought back and have really come back here in this one to, you know, that first set, it was like, man, where's this North Branch team? Where's this top 5 team in the state? Now here, set 2, you can see it. But one of the things that for Rush City that is got to be frustrating is the fact that it's, again, they're not playing bad. And this is a lot more even than that 19-11 score shows, but they've got a few mistakes. North Branch is taking advantage of that. And unfortunately for Rush City, they're just kind of piling the mistakes on one after another. We have seen here in this set, I'd say there are about 4 or 5. So about half of the points that the Tigers are down have been hits that have just gone long or out of bounds. Blocked at the net by Rude. It's still blocked at the net by Heinz. It will stay on the side of the Vikings. Avery Smith. Oh, that one was close, but you got to give credit to Avery Smith. What a hit. What a kill to make it 22-11. And that will be worth a Rush City auto replay. As Minky will serve. It is, oh my goodness, just over. It's an ace. How in the world does that happen? There's nothing Rush City could do about that. That ball had eyes on it. It hit the net and then crawled its way over nothing nobody could do about that one. This one is over. Ellie Thielander with the dig. Rude. And Gar will look for the kill. Blocked at the net again. This time it's Amelia Lattimore to make it 22-11. And the Vikings are absolutely feeling it right now. Minke serve over. Ellie Thielander to Rude. Heinz blocked at the net again. It's Amelia Lattimore. 23-11. And North Branch taking control of set number 2. Minke with the serve. This time it's over. Dug up by Abby Thielander. And Thielander will look for the kill off the block at the net. Finally something going the Tigers' way. It will make it 23-12. The Tigers got some work to do, but that hit certainly does help push things in their favor a little bit. Natalie Rude will be back to serve now for the Tigers. This one is up, and it is over. Dug up by Esgett to Minke. Back to Esgett on the far side. Esgett with the kill! An absolute rocket launcher. Wow. What a hit there from Esgett. She'll go back to serve, and the Vikings have set point. They'll look to finish it off. Serve from Esgett. Well, not there. That one goes into the net. The Vikings will need 11 straight points to erase the set point by the Vikings, as back to serve is Abby Thielander. Serve is up and over. Dug up by Benedict to the near side. Smith. And Esgett will tap it across. Dug up by Neeson. And looking for the kill that time is Neeson. Excuse me, that was not Neeson who got the dig. It was Abby Thielander. It was hit across, tipped back into that gym wall, and that is out of bounds. It's 24-14. Tigers not going to go away quietly. Abby Thielander with the serve. It is out, and that is an unfortunate way to end the set here. But the Vikings get a set back. They win this one 25-14 in the second set. So we'll take a look at that Rush City Auto replay here for the Vikings, as it was just a cleanly placed ball. Look at this one, blocked at the net by both teams. Then Rude and Heinz were able to push it over, but then here it is. Boom! Avery Smith. Perfect placement on that one. Back after word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Volleyball on 100.9 FM, Cool Country.
Joe and the gang at Roddy Motors have your next pre-owned vehicle. Vehicles of all makes and models, and vehicles priced to move. Roddy Motors in Mora can also get you financed on site. Or, if you've got a vehicle to sell, Roddy offers consignment too. Yep, they'll help you sell your quality pre-owned vehicle. The 2-time winner of the Reader's Choice Best Dealer in Kanabec County. That's what you call a repeat champ. When you need a quality vehicle, make your way to Roddy Motors in Mora or RoddyMotors.com. RODDY Motors.com.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners, with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics. A smile you will embrace forever.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Oh, one of those sounds amazing, don't they? Root beer float. But, you know what even sounds better? Getting to set number 3 here at Rush City High School between the Tigers and the North Branch Vikings. Also, don't forget, we've got a Minnesota Vikings ticket giveaway. You can win tickets to the Minnesota Vikings game against Detroit next weekend by listening to Joshua Miron in the morning show. Tickets to next Sunday's game against the Lions, a hotel stay, and spending cash. because Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP is your local radio home for the Minnesota Vikings. They do have a bye week this week, so they won't be playing here this Sunday. They get a break, and I think that is super helpful because we have a few guys out. We have a few guys out that need to get healthy. Aaron Jones, one of them. That'll be crucial to have him back, as it will be TJ Hawkinson. Well, we won't get some of our guys back, unfortunately, due to injury, but to have those guys back would be huge. And just healthy, too. Less banged up. So Natalie Rude will serve to begin the third set. We're tied at 1 set apiece. The serve is over, dug up by Benedict, and a late hit across by Amelia Lattimore, but it's dug up by the Tigers. Abigail T-Lander with the hit across. It's dug up by Benedict, far side. Esgett will look for the kill off the block, and the Vikings score first. The Tigers scored first to begin the first 2 sets. But then it was pretty much all Vikings there in set number 2. This is going to be an ace for the Vikings. And Dakota Esgett with another ace. That's her first. Oh, I thought she had more. No, she does not. That's her first. This serve is over. Dug up by Gar to Rude. And Kendra Heinz will look for the kill. Diving dig by Esgett will push it not into the net, but just lower than the net. And kind of almost underneath the net, and her team unable to get to it. It's 2-1. As now Abby T-Lander will get set to serve. It is up and it is over. Geis with the dig. Esgett. Benedict hits it across. Blocked at the net. Going to get an illegal hit or lift by the Vikings. That will tie us at 2 apiece. So T-Lander will continue to serve. This one is up and over. Geis with the dig towards the front of the net. And Lattimore, that one's long by Amelia Lattimore to make it 3-2 Rush City. T-Lander's serve is over. This time Benedict with the dig. It's near the Viking bench, and Esgett cannot get it over. Geis with the hustle play there, but as it went into her bench, her teammates caught her, but she could not get that one enough into a place where Esgett could get it back over the net. So the Tigers will serve. This one's over. T-Lander took something off of that one. Smith with the dig. Benedict looks for the kill, and that is long on the hit from Benedict. Good spot for that one by Benedict. In fact, I would say perfect spot, but a little too much on that one. Serve is over from T-Lander. Dug up by Benedict. To Minky, and hitting this one across is Smith. Dug up by Rude. To T-Lander, and McKenna Gar gets that kill. McKenna Gar makes it 6-2. She deserves to flex her muscles on that one. That was a beautiful hit. This gym feels a little bit more empty tonight because the Rush City football team's up at Moose Lake Willow River playing their Thursday night football game. That one hits the net, gets over, and the Vikings can't get it over. 2 of their players got to it, but 2 different players tried to hit it over the net, and it was a miscommunication, 7-2 lead. And if I heard correctly over the PA system, Tigers are down right now 16-8 at the half to Moose Lake Willow River. This one is over. Benedict with the dig. It is dug up by Heinz. Rude trying to come up and make a play. So was Neeson. A little bit of miscommunication. We'll make it drop on their side to make it 7-3. Tigers still with the lead. Checking in and going back to serve, Ellie Nielsen. Nielsen's serve is up and over. Dug up by Abby T-Lander. Gar with the hit, and that's going to go long. So that one will make it 7-4. And again, a few mistakes there in that second set is kind of what gave the lead and then eventually the victory to the Vikings, and the Tigers looking to correct those here in this one. T-Lander, Abby T-Lander with the dig. Neeson looks for the kill. That's a good, perfect spot for that one. Clara Neeson with the kill, makes it 8-4. Quick substitution, Ellie T-Lander will come in for Kendra Heinz, and Ellie T-Lander will go back to serve. T-Lander with the serve. This one's up and over. Esget there for the dig for Minky, and now Avery Smith looking for the kill, but it's blocked and dug up by the Tigers. Gar will now look for the kill, and that one is absolutely crushed by McKenna Gar. On that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard, it's 9-4. Tigers lead. T-Lander serve over. Esget with the dig. That's right at the net, and oh, Gar knows it. She knew it too. That one would have been for all the highlight reels, but she hit the net on her swing through. Oh, that will give the point back to the Vikings. And Avery Smith will serve. Ellie T-Lander to Rude. And Gar will tap this one across. Minky with the dig. Benedict now looks to line this one up. She pushes it over. Gar with the dig to Rude. Stream, that's perfectly in there for the kill from Autumn Stream to make it 10-5. Autumn Stream, again, she can really crush the ball, but she knew she didn't need to on that one. She knew all she needed was just to push it, and she pushed it right into the right spot. Like that Salt and Pepper song. Push it. Push it real good. That one's into the net. And that was a terrible, terrible reference. I try. 10-6 is our score. North Branch down on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. Well, we're tied at one set apiece as Benedict will get set to serve. It is over. Dug up by Abby T-Lander. Pushed over by Stream. Vikings with the diving dig. Now Bartkey will look for the kill. Blocked at the net by the Tigers. And Gar will look to hit it over, but it's into the net. It's 10-7. And those are some of the mistakes that the Tigers had a lot in that second set that they're looking to fix here. And checking in for the first time. Is that number 16 or 15? Well, let's hope it's 15. It's not. It's 16. Well, I don't have number 16 on my roster sheet, so I apologize to any of the, unless it's McKenna Jones, but that says 9th grade. So either way, Esget with the hit. It's blocked at the net by the Tigers. Rude will hit it over, and it is out of bounds on the hit by Rude. That will make it 10-8. So I apologize. I do not have number 16 on my roster. The only 16 is a 9th grader, McKenna Jones, and I don't know if that is or isn't her. But either way, Abby T-Lander with the dig. Gar! That's in, and McKenna Gar with a kill. Making up for the last one that she sent long. As Benedict will check back in for the unknown number 16. Again, the only 16 on the roster is McKenna Jones on the 9th grade roster. As McKenna Gar will go back to serve. Gar, serve. That one's going to carry a little bit long, and it will stay long to make it 11-9. That ball near the bleachers here on this side as Brooke Geis will be back to serve. It's up and it is over. T-Lander with the dig to Gar. And Abby T-Lander taps this one across. It's out of bounds though. Ooh. You know, we could check replay, but they're going to say that was in. I'm going to have to disagree. That one was out. From my vantage point, that one was out, and I think they got to relook at that one. But Amelia Lattimore coming back with a kill saying, oh, no. You can't give him that point, and I'll take it back. She does. 12-10, Tigers with the lead. Lattimore with her second kill, and now ball apparently was being held by the student section down there, but we got to get it back. Jenna Minke will get set to serve. Serve is over. Diving dig by Stream, and it's going to be an ace for Jenna Minke to make it 12-11. Now, the last time that something like this happened where North Branch tied it, they took the lead and did not look back. Second ace there for Minke. This serve is over, and this one is out on the far side to make it 13-11. So the Tigers get one back. Back and forth we go here in this third set. We're tied at one set apiece as Rude will ready with the serve for the Tigers. It is up and over, dug up by Benedict, and it's going to send it. Oh, my goodness. Brooke Geis will get this one back over somehow, but it's going to go out of bounds. Great hustle play by the Vikings, but their head coach, Mike Selbishka, going to call a timeout and get them settled down and figure it out and try and get them back into this one. And I say back into it as only if to say back tied or back with a lead. Not that they're so many points behind that they're out of it. That's not what I mean by back into it. But I just mean that they'll get it tied or take the lead. So we'll take a look at that Rush City Auto replay. Serve here by the Tigers, got over. You can see the Vikings with it, and then right there, Rude got the dig again, but then look at this, absolutely killed it, did McKenna Garr. And another Rush City Auto replay brought to you by Rush City Auto here in Rush City. Wow. Crazy to think that Rush City Auto's in Rush City. You'd be surprised, though. You'd be surprised. Sometimes you get names like that, and it's not in the place that it sounds like it's from. Maybe not so much for a small town, but more or less like the big town things. I'm babbling. Natalie Rude will serve for the Tigers. Her serve into the net. The Vikings get one back. A freebie. I like to call those freebies. It's 14-12. Freebie for a team is something where, a serve goes into the net, serve goes well out of bounds, and the other team doesn't really have to move or do much. Vikings didn't there, as now Dakota Esgett will line up with the serve. It is up and back-to-back serves that go into the net. Makes it 15-12 in favor of the Tigers. About midway through this set, we're tied at one apiece. Abby Thielander, serve is over. Diving dig by Benedict, and it's going to be an ace for Abby Thielander to make it 16-12. That's her second ace of the evening. She also has 11 kills to lead the team. Right behind her is Gar with 8. Thielander, another serve. Benedict with the dig to Minke. Esgett comes from the back line, but this one sails long to make it 17-12. I think so. Coach Selbishka maybe thought that one was in as well. That one looked a little bit more clearly out, but I could be wrong too. I'm not at a great vantage point either. Serve from Thielander is over, done up by Benedict, and it is Avery Smith looking for the kill. Stream with the dig to Rude, setting it up for Gar. That is long. No. They're going to say the Vikings, tipped it. A tip there by the Vikings will send it out of bounds. Will give the Tigers an 18-12 lead. Thielander with the serve. It is a line drive. Geis with the dig. To Esgett, and Benedict hits it over. Blocked at the net by Heinz, and it gets over by the Vikings. And Clara Neeson does a great job being well aware of where she's at on the court, watching that ball fall out of bounds. And it will make it 19-12. We're going to get another timeout. The second timeout here by the Vikings. That'll be their last one of this third set. I don't know if we have another instant replay here. We'll check. No, we're still on that last one. Still working out the kinks in our replay system, but it is fun to have replay this year, ladies and gentlemen. That is for sure. Again, thanks to Rush City Auto here in town. 19-12 lead. Try and get you an update from the Rush game up there at Moose Lake Willow River. We'll try to do our best of what we can to try and get an update from up there. See if we can't pull it up here maybe. Maybe we'll see. Let's see if we can't. All right, well, that blew everyone's eardrums out. Does not look like we have it right now. So I'll continue to try and get it. But back here out of the timeout, Abby Thielander is still serving for the Tigers. 19-12, Rush City with the lead. Thielander with the serve. It's up. Little lob serve over, dug up by Benedict to Minke, and Benedict will hit this one across. Stream there for the dig to Rude, who sets for Gar. Gar gets it off the block. It goes out of bounds. It's another kill for McKenna Gar. To make it 20-12. Abby Thielander took something off that one, but it's dug up nicely by Minky to Geis. And Benedict will get it across. Gar digs, Rude sets. Clara Neeson with the attempted kill, dug up nicely though. And Esgate will push it across. Rude with the dig this time. Setting it up for Abby Thielander. McKenna Gar off the block again. It goes out of bounds. McKenna Gar makes it 21-12. Tigers with the lead. You know, the Vikings are doing a good job getting there for the block, but they're just not getting enough on the block to push it back the other way. Another Thielander serve. That's Abby Thielander. Serve is over. Benedict with the dig near the bleachers here, and it's tossed back over by Minky. Rude sets, and Abby Thielander gets this one across. Geis with the diving dig to Minky. Benedict with the kill. Sophia Benedict gets one back for the Vikings to make it 21-13. That'll be worth a Rush City Auto replay in my book. In and back to serve is Ellie Nielsen. Again, this is a heavyweight fight here between these two teams. Towards the top in their respective classes, North Branch Class 3A, Rush City Class 2A. This serve is out. So to the Nielsen serve. Goes out on that far side to make it 22-13. Tigers. Ellie Thielander checks in for Kendra Heinz, and Ellie Thielander will go back to serve. Ellie Thielander, the libero here for the Tigers. Serve is over, dug up by Geis. Esgate for Benedict, and Benedict off the block. Ellie Thielander for the dig. Abby Thielander, and then sets it for Gar, who hits it across. Esgate with the dig to Minky. Now Benedict will hit it back across. Rude there for the dig to Abby Thielander. Now to Gar. Gar over, off the block. Geis is there. Oh, two North Branch players collide, but the Benedict does get it over. The Vikings do get it over, and now Autumn Stream will look for the kill. Blocked at the net, dug up by Minky. Benedict again will look to hit it across. It's dug up by Abby Thielander to Rude. That's Neeson, and Neeson on the near side hits it out long to make it 22-14. Catch my breath here for a second. As Avery Smith will go back to serve for the Vikings. Serve is over. Dug up by Abby Thielander to Rude. McKenna Gar, that was tipped. Oh, no, they're going to say it got over that hand. It went long. I thought it was tipped. I thought that is why. I thought it was tipped at that net. I thought the Vikings' hand at the net had gotten it, but they didn't. It goes long, 22-15, and that serve goes into the net to give it back to Rush City, 23-14. Now we're going to get a sub here. Clara Neeson out. In is going to come Shania Anderson, the 5'4 freshman. Shania Anderson will come in to serve. Pretty cool. She got the start here tonight. Pretty cool to see a freshman. Anytime a new freshman gets the start, it's pretty cool. Esgate with the dig, punched across by the Vikings. Dug up by Abby Thielander. McKenna Gar looks for the kill off the net. Dug up nicely there by Smith, and Esgate will look for the kill. That goes long, and it will be 24-14, set point for the Tigers. Shania Anderson will serve, trying to finish it off for the Tigers of Rush City. 24-15, excuse me. Serve over, Geis with the dig. And the kill attempt there from Bartkey, and she gets it. That one was dug up by the Tigers, and then it went off the back of the backboard on the basketball hoop to make it 24-16. Tigers still with the lead. Shania Anderson out. In will be Clara Neeson. Benedict will check out, and in for her again comes the number 16. Again, the only number 16 on the roster for North Branch is the freshman McKenna Jones. I don't know if that's correct, but her serve is over. Dug up by Abby Thielander, set by Neeson, and Gar will hit it back across. Geis with the dig. And Bartkey looks for the kill. Blocked at the net by Gar. She keeps it alive to Stream, and Gar will look to finish it off. She does! McKenna Gar finishes it off to make it a 25-16 set victory for the Tigers, and the Tigers lead 2-1. So 25-16, the victory here in the third set for the Tigers. And we'll be back after a word from our fine sponsors. But first, a look at our Rush City Auto replay. Look, Natalie Rude keeps it. And then the hit back across a nice diving dig by Geis. Benedict would come up with the kill. Just an absolute hammer. Hit home there for the Vikings. 25-16, the set victory for the Tigers. They lead 2-1. Back after a word from our fine sponsors here on Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP.
Some things you just have to chalk up to good genetics. It's genetics that give cattle a competitive edge, and it's Case IH equipment that helps you get the most out of your livestock operation. Case IH has a bloodline with generations of innovation, and whether you're driving a Farmall, Maxim, or Puma, Case IH tractors get the job done. Stop by your local dealer and discover the full range of Case IH tractors and hay tools.
See Baraboo Implement in Rice Lake and St. Croix Falls.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency, at pineagency.us today.
I can tell you how much fun we had at Nature Ventures in Mora, but why don't I let them tell you?
I love the giant hay structures. Oh, the corn pit is fun. I love the hay rides. And all the animals. Pumpkins! How about you, Grandma?
I like watching you kids play in nature.
The pumpkin patch with so much more. Nature Ventures, getting families together in nature. Just 5 miles southeast of Mora. Open Fridays noon to 6, Saturdays and Sundays 10 to 6, and open Thursday on MEA weekend.
Well, back here on WCMP 100.9 FM, Cool Country. Trying to find that little bit of an update. Here we go. So it sounds like it is tied up there in Moose Lake, where the Tigers and the Rebels up there are tied at 16 apiece. And it doesn't look like I'm going to get an update here on the computer, so I apologize if you don't get an update that way. As we'll move forward here into the fourth set. It could be the final. It could be our second to last set. Who knows? As both teams getting back out onto the court. Try and pull it up here on the app. As North Branch will start this fourth set with the serve. Selbishka, the head coach for the Vikings, giving his final words of encouragement before they get everything squared away. Bart Key out in is Geis. And back to serve is Jenna Minke. Minke will go back to serve here for North Branch as we begin the fourth set. Tigers trying to get out of here with a win, but the Vikings looking to push it to 5. Gar with the dig off the serve. It's Abby Thielander slamming it home, and they'll score first again. Out of the 4 sets we have played now, or have started to play, Tigers have scored first 3 times. Back to serve, Natalie Rude. Her serve is over, dug up by Benedict. To Minke, far side. Esgett looks to slam it home, and she will. Dakota Esgett with the kill to make it 1-1. Esgett's serve is over, dug up by Gar to Rude, who sets it up for Kendra Heinz. Taps it across. Geis with the dig. Now to Minke and looking for the kill. Smith, but it's dug up by Rude. And Abby Thielander will look for the kill. Esgett there for the dig. Benedict looks for the kill. Through the block. Stays on the Tigers' side to make it 2-1 North Branch. Benedict's 5th kill on the evening. Leading them, though, is Esgett with 10. The serve here by Esgett is dug up by Abby Thielander. Rude, and Abby Thielander looks for the kill. It's into the net. A rare mistake there by Abby Thielander. You don't see that a ton from her. And there's a rare one. So 3-1, North Branch. Esgett with the serve. It's lobbed over, dug up by Gar. Near the bleachers, Thielander. And oh my goodness, I don't know if maybe Gar lost it, if she was supposed to go get it or what, but no one was there for it. As now Esgett will serve again, this time Gar with the dig. Rude, and trying to push it over is Thielander, but it's into the net once again, 5-1. And again, it's the mistakes that are kind of piling up early on here for the Tigers. They got that score to open up the set, and since it's been all North Branch, 5 unanswered now. Esgett serve over, dug up by Gar. Rude will just tap it back the other way. Esgett with the dig to Minke, setting it up for Lattimore. Dug up, though, on the other side by Stream, and now it is Abby Thielander through the block, getting a kill to make it 5-2. Tigers trying to come back now. They trail by 3. And back to serve will be Abby Thielander. Thielander serve is over, dug up by Benedict. And pushed over by Lattimore, dug up by the Tigers, back across by Gar, dug up by the Vikings, and hitting it over is Smith. Rude is there for the dig. To Stream, and Abby Thielander will hit it across. Geis with the dig. And now it's Lattimore looking for the kill, dug up by Stream. Setting it up for Neeson. Neeson to Esgett on the back line with the dig. And hitting it over again is Smith. Rude tries to get the dig, but it is not enough. And it is Avery Smith with another kill for the Vikings. They lead 6-2. Quick sub here. Lattimore out. In is Ellie Nielsen. Should correct myself. That's Amelia Lattimore. There are 2 Lattimores on the roster. Amelia is the one who checked out. Now serving, though, is Ellie Nielsen. Diving dig there from Abby Thielander. Gar will look for the kill. Off the block! It's a kill for McKenna Gar to make it 6-3. So it will be Ellie Thielander now back to serve for the Tigers. Thielander serve over, dug up by Geis. And Benedict will look for the kill. Off the block herself! And she'll get the kill. 7-3. Back to serve Avery Smith for the Vikings, who lead 7-3. Abby Thielander gets the dig, pushed back, crossed by Rude. Dug up by the Vikings, and that is going to go along on the hit from Benedict. And the Vikings saying that it was tipped by the Tigers. Oh, it looked pretty clean, and now, oh no. I think we might get somebody thrown out here, unfortunately. Oh, man. Well, looks like nobody's going to be thrown out for now, but they are talking to the fans. Unfortunately, something was said that was not appropriate. That's unfortunate. Man, that's really unfortunate. You want everyone to be able to stay and watch the game. What a dive there by Geis off the dig. And Benedict does manage to get it over. So despite that pause, we have the action back, and it's Autumn Stream coming back with one to make it 7-5. 7-5 on that one. And Clara Neeson, as that one was thrown back to her, bounced and hit her right in the head. She laughs it off. So Neeson is serving now for the Tigers. It is up and it is over. Dug up by Esgett. Geis racing after it, and Minke will get it back over. Dug up by Stream to Rude, setting it up for Gar. Off the block again. McKenna Gar to make it 7-6. Another kill there for Gar. That will give her 14, which is the team lead. Neeson will serve for the Tigers. It is up and it's over. Esgett with the dig. It pushes it back into the wall. It's an ace for Clara Neeson, and that'll tie us at 7 apiece. Neeson will serve again, trying to break our tie. This one's over, dug up by Geis. Benedict to Esgett. Esgett, her hit, is dug up by Ellie T-Lander. Autumn Stream with the kill! The tie has been broken. The Tigers take the lead once again. They hadn't led since they scored to open the set. They trailed by as much as 4, but it has been all Tigers since. They now lead 8-7. Clara Neeson. Her serve is over. Geis with the dig. And pushed over. There by Minky. And absolutely, oh my goodness. That is a huge kill from Autumn Stream. She had been relatively quiet up to this point in the game, just getting on the board wise, but she's a back-to-back big kills. Her 7th of the evening to make it 9-7 Tigers in the 4th set. Neeson another serve. This one's over. Dug up by Benedict on the far side to Minky. Bartkey, she'll slam it home. The closest one was Ellie T-Lander, who was nearest. But it's going to get down. A nice kill there for Bartkey. Bartkey. And now it's Sophia Benedict to serve for the Vikings. Gar with the dig to Rude, setting it up here for Autumn Stream. Off the net, dug up by Geis, pushed back, and Benedict will hit it back over for the Tigers, who will dig it up. It's T-Lander, Abigail, and looking for the kill. That time it's long on the hit from Autumn Stream. We'll be back tied at 9 apiece on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Trying to keep an update on that Moose Lake Willow River game where the Tigers are at for y'all as the serve is over. Dug up by Abby T-Lander. Stream absolutely wound up on that one. I mean, she threw her arm back about as far as you can and absolutely destroyed that thing. Woo-wee. Point for the Tigers. This one's over on the serve from Gar. Dug up by the Vikings. Dakota Esgett looks for one, but Gar is there for the dig. Pushed over by Rude. Dug up by Geis. Now Esgett again will look for another one. A diving dig there by Neeson. At the net. Blocked at the net by both Esgett and Rude. It goes under the net on the hit from Bartkey. And it's a point for the Tigers, 11-9. And you can hear the cheers. Each and every point here in this 4th set matters because if the Tigers win this set, it's over. If the Vikings win it, we're headed to a 5th. Serve from Gar is over. Dig from Benedict. This one's at the net. Dug up, and Bartkey looks for the kill. Neeson back there for the dig. T-Lander setting it up for Abby T-Lander. It's going to get down out of bounds. It was Ellie to Abby, but it goes out of bounds. 11-10. North Branch down by 1. Brooke Geis to serve. It's up and over. Gar with the dig. Natalie Rude. And that, oh my. Another one. I couldn't even get it out. It's Autumn Stream. 12-10, and it shouldn't even be surprising, really, that late here in this one, she's coming up big with plays like that. It shouldn't be surprising. Autumn Stream back to serve for the Tigers. This one's up and over. Dug up by Brooke Geis. Push to the far side for Dakota Esgett, and she absolutely kills that one. 12-11. And now, unfortunately, I haven't had the opportunity here lately to get any clips for replays. Serve is over here from Minky, and somehow the Tigers, see, I told you I can't get it clean. They hit it across. This one's over, tapped across, and the Tigers get it once again. Tigers looking for the kill. It goes long on the hit from Abby T-Lander. And no, excuse me, they're going to switch it. I think they're going to say it was tipped by the Vikings? I think that's what they say. So we're going to get a confirmation on it. So Rude will serve here for the Tigers, who lead 13-11. This one is out of bounds. So it will be a point there for the Vikings, 13-12. Apologize, the score got a little bit messed up there. I'm not sure what happened, but we'll figure it out as this one is over. Dug up on the dive by Gar to Rude, who sets for Abby Thielander. Blocked at the net, pushed back over Rude, tried to get the dig, but it is going to go out of bounds, make it 13 all. Now the serve over, and it is long by the Vikings. That will make it 14-13. Serve here by Abby Thielander is up, and it is over. Benedict with the dig, and looking for the kill. Avery Smith blocked at the net, dug up by Abby Thielander. To Gar. Gar looking for the kill. Benedict gets the dig, but shoves it all the way into the bleachers to make it 15 to 13. Abby Thielander will serve once again. 15-13 the score. This one's up, and it is over. Dug up by Benedict. To Minky. Benedict will look for it again, and it is out. Yeah, they're going to say it was tipped because I think Abby Thielander, she was close to it, and I think she did get a finger on it. They are going to say it is tipped out by Thielander to make it 15-14. So now to serve is Ellie Nielsen for the Vikings. Her serve is up, and it is over. Abby Thielander with the dig. Rude sets. And that is a kill from McKenna Gar to make it 16-14. Get a substitution as Ellie Nielsen out, Amelia Lattimore in. And back to serve is Ellie Thielander for the Tigers. Thielander serve is up, and it is over. Dug up by Benedict to the front of the net for Minky. Bartkey will get the kill. Joanna Bartkey with the kill to make it 16-15. What? No. Apparently that was not a kill for Bartkey. Maybe she got into the net. I'm not sure. It's 17-14. Ellie Thielander will serve. Well, it goes to show how much I pay attention, apparently. And that one is going to be long by Ellie Thielander. I promise that is the correct call this time. 17-15 now. As we are midway through this fourth set, both teams realize what is on the line. They know that a win here for the Tigers wins it all, but a win for the Vikings pushes us to a fifth and final set. The serve over from Avery Smith, dug up by the Tigers. Autumn Stream will push it across, dug up by Geis. Esgate looks for the kill. Ellie Thielander dig. Rude sets for Gar, blocked at the net. It stays in, and the block will hold true for the Vikings to make it 17-16. Vikings trail by one still. Coming back now, Avery Smith to serve again. Serve is over. Dug up by the Tigers. Rude sets for Gar. Gar will push across. Geis there for the dig to Minky. Benedict hits it over. Rude there for the dig to Thielander and Neeson. That's down. Clara Neeson with the kill. Make it 18-16. Clara Neeson with the kill. She'll go back to serve. 18-16. Neeson serve is over. Guys with the dig to the near side of the net, and Bartkey will get it back across. It's dug up by Neeson. Rude sets. It's Gar with the kill. Yes, no, it's out. It goes long. Apparently somebody had touched it or not touched it. It went long for the Tigers. I thought it was touched by a Viking. It was not, and it's 18-17. This one, Benedict serve into the net, so the Tigers get a freebie. 19-17. Back and forth we go. McKenna Gar to serve for the Tigers. Gar serve. It's over. Guys with the dig. To Smith. Benedict looks for the kill. Ellie Thielander there. Rude sets to Gar. Gar, that's going to go long on the hit by Gar to make it 19-18. And Brooke Geis will go back to serve. Again, Geis, the 5'3 junior. The libero for the Vikings. Serve is over. Dug up by Ellie Thielander. Rude sets, and Abby Thielander hits it over. Benedict with the dig to Minky. Esgate looks for the kill. Ellie Thielander there. Rude sets. Autumn Stream not going to get the kill that time. Cuts it back with that one blocked at the net. Pushed over by Abby Thielander. It's out, and that will tie us at 19 apiece. What a play there by both sides. Blocked at the net by both teams, and Abby Thielander had a chance to finish it, but hit it long. Brooke Geis now will serve. It's over. Ellie Thielander with the dig. It's set by Gar. Abby Thielander with the kill attempt. Dug up by Benedict to Minky. Now Esgate on the far side. Taps it over. Ellie Thielander there. Rude with the set, and Abby Thielander will get it across. Dug up by Minky to Geese. Esgate looking for the kill. Dug up by Abby Thielander. Now to Rude. Thielander looks for the kill, and that's an Abby Thielander kill. Abby Thielander with the kill to make it 20-19. And that'll be worth a Rush City Auto replay when we have a moment. Back to serve, Autumn Stream. Stream with the serve. It's up and a little over. Smith there. Esgate sets. Benedict looks for the kill. Taps it across. Abby Thielander to Rude. And Abby Thielander tried to get it over, but it's not going to get over this time, and that'll tie us at 20 apiece. So going back to serve, Jenna Minky. Tied at 20 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Both sides are standing up. Minky serve over. It's going to be an ace for Jenna Minky. 21-20. So Minky with an ace, her third on the evening. That gives the Vikings the advantage they had once back earlier in this one. Serve over, dug up by Stream to Rude, and tapped over by Gar. Diving dig there by Minky to Geis, and Benedict will have to get it back over. Dug up by Stream, setting it Rude. Abby Thielander, that's going to be a kill, and that will tie us at 21. All tied 21 late in the fourth set. Tigers win, they win it all. Vikings win, we're headed for a fifth. Natalie Rude will go back to serve, deciding which side she wants to serve from. And she'll be serving from that far side. The serve is over. Dug up by Esgate. Minky. And dug up there on the hit from Lattimore by Rude. But that sets it up for Abby Thielander. It's out, and that will go long, and it will give the advantage back to the Vikings, 22-21. And here comes Dakota Esgate. She has an ace. She leads her team with 11 kills. This serve is over. Dug up by Gar to Rude. Abby Thielander with the kill on a big swing. That'll tie us back at 22 apiece, and it will be Abby Thielander to serve. Here comes Thielander. Off on the near side. And the serve. It's over, dug up by Benedict. Minky, and hit over by Smith. Blocked at the net, dug up by Abby Thielander. Setting it for Gar. Gar! And that is dug up nicely by Geese. Hit over by Benedict. It was blocked. Oh my goodness. They're going to say it was not. They're going to talk about that because I think that's North Branch point. You can see the referee's going to come together and talk about it. I think this might be overturned. This might be North Branch point. Yeah, they're going to overturn it. It is going to be Vikings point, 23-22. That was a pretty easy one to see. The Tigers not going to be too happy about it, but that is the correct call, 23-22. I'm surprised with all this happening. We haven't seen a timeout yet. Well, here comes Thielander. We might get one. Yep, there it is. So late in the set, the Vikings leading 23-22. We're going to get a timeout called there by head coach Thielander of the Rush City Tigers. That'll give us a chance to look at the Rush City Auto replay. So you can see Geis there. And the hit over. dug up by the Tigers, and then Abby Thielander drills it home. That's when they had the 20-19 lead. 23-22, Vikings with the lead. If they win this set, we're headed for a fifth and final. If the Tigers can pull it off, they will win it. There's a lot on the line. North Branch Vikings, a top 5 team in Class 3A. Rush City not being as respected in Class 2A are ranked 19th. They should be in the top 10, according to me, but I don't make the top 10. I don't make the rankings in the QRF. That they got some mathematical formula that I'm not going to think about, because if I think about math, it's not pretty. 23-22 out of the timeout. North Branch leads on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Back serving is Ellie Nielsen. She and her Vikings trying to finish it off and bring us to a fifth and final set. Tigers trying to take it back their way and finish it off and get the victory. Serve is into the net, and that will, tie us back at 23. Again, I told you the air here, it's pretty thick. I just get excited sometimes, and sometimes I swallow air. Ellie Thielander to serve for the Tigers. We're tied at 23. This next point is crucial for both sides. Serve is over. As get with the dig. Benedict looks for the kill. Blocked at the net, but it's through the block, and Benedict will get the kill. Set point for the Vikings, 24-23. Fans getting on their feet. You can feel the air in here starting to be taken away on both sides. Nobody can breathe. Here's the serve from Avery Smith. It's over. Diving dig from Ellie Thielander and hit over by Abby Thielander. Vikings look to finish it. Benedict with the dig. Or they hit across, push across by Rude. Dug up by Esgett to Minke. Benedict, and it's over, and that is it. It's going to be the kill from Benedict to send us to a fifth. Sophia Benedict will finish off set 4 and send us to a fifth and what will be final set as the Vikings tie it at 2 sets apiece, and we'll be headed for that fifth and final set here in Rush City. We're tied 2 sets apiece, and we'll be back for that fifth and final set after a word from our fine sponsors. You're listening to Volleyball here on Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP.
Your local radio home for Minnesota Vikings football is WCMP.
What a grab!
The October 20th game against Detroit is a big one. We need you to help the Vikings stay undefeated.
Caught by Jefferson!
So WCMP and Joshua Miron are giving you a chance to win tickets to the game. We'll even throw in a hotel stay at Radisson Blue Mall of America and $75 spending cash.
You lucky suckers!
Listen to Joshua Miron Wednesday morning during the Cool Country Morning Show for your chance to be in Minneapolis next Sunday. Brought to you by Dale's Heating and Appliance and your local radio home for Minnesota Vikings football.
WCMP.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Don't worry, Hones can fix you up. Hones Auto Body and Glass has 43 years of experience repairing vehicles from accidents and damage due to hail. In fact, they've got a huge state-of-the-art facility in Mora, are iCar and ASC certified, and certified in aluminum repair and welding. Plus, Hones is recommended by many insurance companies. Hones Auto Body and Glass in Mora. Hones, they'll fix you up right.
Back here on Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP. Game Day Gilman here at Rush City High School for this powerhouse matchup between the Tigers of Rush City and the North Branch Vikings. We're tied at 2 sets apiece. Tigers won the first one 25-17. It was North Branch taking the second one 25-14. Tigers came back and won the third 25-16. And then best of the best here in the fourth as the North Branch Vikings pulled it off to get the victory 25-23 in that fourth set to send us to a fifth and final, and it should be a great finish here at Rush City High School. Both teams showing why they are top 10, even top 5 teams in the state in their respective classes. North Branch 3A, Tigers 2A, as we will get ready for the 5th and final set here at Rush City High School. Now, to see who will serve for this 5th set. It will be the Tigers. Here we go. Natalie Rude to serve. It is the 1st to 15 and win by 2 in the 5th. So we're going to be a lot shorter set, but certainly not going to lack any action. Rude serve over. Dug up by Benedict. To Minky on the far side. Esget will look for the first point. Blocked at the net. And Heinz will get it back across. Esget will again look for a kill. This time dug up by Gar. To Rude. Sets it up for Abby Thielander. Dug up by Geis. To Minky. Esget off the block. Picked up by Thielander and hit over by Gar. Minky with the dig. And now Esget will look again for the kill. At the net. Kept alive by Kendra Heinz. And Gar. Now Thielander will look for the kill. Dug up by Benedict. Again, Esget looks for a kill. Diving dig. No, it's going to hit the floor first. Great opportunity and great job on that play by Stream. But it is going to be the first point for the Vikings. They lead 1-0. It's Esget with the serve over. Dug up by Gar. To Rude. Abby Thielander looks for the kill. Off the block. Oh my goodness, somehow Avery Smith kept that alive. And now it will be Neeson with the kill. Clara Neeson gets it for the Tigers. We're tied at 1 apiece. Again, every point is that much more crucial for these teams in the 5th set. It's the 1st to 15, win by 2. Abby Thielander to serve. It's over. Geis with the dig. At the net, they can't get it over. It'll be a point back for the Tigers again, 2-1. They lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. It is going to be called an ace there for Abby Thielander, according to the scoreboard here. Thielander serve, line drive serve, dug up by Benedict, and looking for the kill, Avery Smith. It's hit long by the Vikings. I wasn't sure if the Tigers had touched it on its way out. They did not. And it is out on the hit. So Tigers lead 3-1. Thielander. I said that weird. Thielander serve over. Dug up by Benedict. That's going to be another ace for Abby Thielander. Benedict couldn't get a clean dig on it. And it is Abby Thielander with her 4th ace of the evening to lead the Tigers team. Next closest has 2, and that is Clara Neeson. Serve again by Thielander. She'll take something off that one, but Esget is there. And Benedict will push this one over. Blocked at the net, dug up by Kendra Heinz. Rude will set, and it is Clara Neeson looking for the kill. Into the rafters, it's going to come down. Getting the dig was Jenna Minky, but it gets into the rafters, bounces around up there, not to be found again. And the Tigers have a 5-1 lead. And a timeout is going to be called here by the Vikings. While they take a timeout, we will actually keep it here. This is just too close to take a commercial break. So we'll keep it here. We'll talk about this game. This has been a fun one between these two teams. I was kind of hoping it would go all 5 just because of the fact that, these two teams are tops in their class. North Branch is number 1 in their section, in Section 7 3A. Rush City just behind ESCO in Section 7 2A. It has been a fun matchup between these two teams. And, in fact, some of these players will play together during the winter sports season on the girls basketball team because they are a co-op of Rush City North Branch. So that is why I am very interested, because these two will more than likely, some of these players at least, will become teammates in the winter sports season. And so here comes Abby Thielander and the Tigers. They lead 5-1. Abby Thielander readies her serve. It's up and over. Geis with the dig to Minky. Benedict is there. Blocked at the net. Dug up by Geis for the Vikings. Benedict will try again. Blocked at the net again! Clara Neeson with the block to make it 6-1. She had 2 of them, but the second one gonna matter more as it got down 6-1. Now Tigers. Abby Thielander to serve. Benedict dig. Minky sets. Benedict again hits it over. Rude ready for it. Abby Thielander sets. Gar into the net. And that is exactly what you're looking for if you're the Tiger or the Vikings, because that one will certainly help kind of shift momentum a little bit. Ellie Nielsen now back to serve. 6-2 is the Tiger advantage. Serve is over. Dug up by Stream to Rude, who sets. Clara Neeson looking for the kill, and it is down. Dug up but pushed into the bleachers. Clara Neeson absolutely having a great 5th set here for the Tigers. Heinz out. In is Ellie Thielander. Ellie Thielander will go back to serve for the Tigers. Thielander with the serve. Over. Dug up by Esgett. Bartkey will look for the kill. Blocked at the net by Autumn Stream. Autumn Stream with the block. Natalie Rude is beside herself on that one. Autumn Stream, right place, right time. That'll be worth a Rush City Auto replay. Ellie Thielander serve over, dug up by Esgett. Benedict will look for the kill off the block at the net, dug up by Gar to Rude to Neeson. That's going to go long. That's a tough one there for Neeson. As it goes long, make it 8-3. And now back to serve is going to be Avery Smith. Smith with the serve, just over, dug up by Abby Thielander to Rude, setting it up for Gar. Gar blocked. Yeah, I think it was blocked at the net. I couldn't tell if it was blocked or it went into the net, but I think it was blocked. Either by Benedict or Bartkey or both, but great job there. It's 8-4 now. I couldn't quite tell, but either way, it's North Branch point. Smith with the serve, dug up by Abby Thielander to Rude, who sets. Clara Neeson again, blocked at the net, and it gets down on the block. That time it's Benedict. Sophia Benedict on that far side gets the block. It's 8-5. Here come the Vikings. Smith serve over, dug up by Abby Thielander to Rude. Autumn Stream will hit it across, dug up by Geis. And now Esgett will look for the kill. Over, dug up by Abby Thielander. Stream will hit it over. Dug up in that back line by Smith. Benedict on the far side looking for the kill. Dug up by Ellie Thielander. Hit over by Abby Thielander. Geis with the dig to Minky. Benedict looks for the kill. Dug up by Abby Thielander. Ellie Thielander can't get to it in time. And it's a kill for the Vikings to make it 8-7. The 11th kill for Benedict on the evening. 8-6 our score. And a timeout now called by the Tigers. They're going to take the timeout before the Vikings have even a chance to try and tie it up. 8-6 our score here in the 5th set. Wow-wee, has it been back and forth. This is what you love to see. Let's take a look at that last Rush City Auto replay. Serve was over. Vikings got it over, but then the block by Autumn Stream right there. That was their last time that they led by a good chunk. That was a 6-point lead, but it has been 4 unanswered now, scored by the Vikings. As the Tigers look to finish it off, but the Vikings, again, will not go away quietly. Trying to get back into this one. No matter the outcome of this one, this has been the game of the week for sure. And we've still got football tomorrow. Here we go. Smith will serve. 8-6 is the score. And her serve going to go long. So the Vikings get one back, and that's why you call the timeout in that situation. Sometimes it may not pull momentum back your way, but you can force a mistake by the other team, and that's just what happened, as now Clara Neeson will go back to serve. She has 2 aces on the evening. Neeson's serve is over, dug up by Benedict towards the front of the line to Minky. Benedict on the far side looking for the kill. Dug up by Neeson to Ellie Thielander, and the dig there kept alive by Geis again. Avery Smith, what a play by Geis, and now that one hit by Autumn Stream is going to go long, and head coach Thielander is beside himself saying that one was tipped. Nine to 7. Looks like they're checking on Brooke Geis here. I don't know if maybe she hit her head on that dive as she got the ball. Maybe she hit her head on the seats over there. Not quite sure. It appears to be okay. T-Lander letting the referee know, saying, hey, I think that one was out. Being respectful, of course. Both these coaches have been all night. Even though they can get a little animated, they're still being respectful. You love that. Benedict will serve now for the Vikings. It's dug up by Abby T-Lander. Gar will look for the kill. Dug up by Avery Smith to Geis. And Esgett will get it back across. Ellie T-Lander dig. Rude sets. And Stream will push it back over. Geis with the dig. Now Esgett will look for the kill. Dug up by Ellie T-Lander. Abby T-Lander. Gar will hit it back across. Geis gets it. Esgett sets and pushed over by the Vikings. We're going to get a double hit call here on the Vikings. They seem confused, as was I. 10 to 7. A double hit call there on North Branch will give the Tigers a point back. Again, they lead 10-7. McKenna Gar will serve. It is up and over. It's an ace for McKenna Gar. 11 to 7. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, subscribe to the YouTube. Of course, any broadcast that we do is always free. We won't ask you for a subscription payment. We won't ask you to pay for the video afterwards. We are always free, so remember that, because you can subscribe, follow, and like for free. So never forget that. We will never make you pay for any of our live videos or audios. 11 to 7 is the score. North Branch has taken the most recent timeout. That'll be their final timeout of the fifth set, as the Tigers try to finish it off as they have an 11 to 7 lead. The most recent change that gave the Tigers that lead was the hit that went long by the Vikings. Or the double hit, excuse me, not long. Double hit. I was thinking back a few points ago. Either way, the Tigers still hold on to the lead. 11 to 7. Back out of the timeout, McKenna Gar will serve. Serve is over here, dug up by Benedict. And Minky, and that one is hit long by Esgett, and it is out. 12 to 7. Tigers with the lead. Esgett frustrated with herself on that one, and that's unfortunate. Gar again with the serve, dug up by Benedict. To Minky. Esgett looks to come back with that one, and that one is in. Dakota Esgett comes back with one there to make it 12 to 8. Head coach T-Lander thought that one was maybe out, or maybe he was just frustrated. His team wasn't at the right spot, right time. Guys with the serve. Dug up by Gar to Rude. Autumn Stream looking for the kill. Guys keeps it alive. Back over the net. Rude tried to get the kill, but it's into the net. And it's 12-9. Rude had the opportunity to really make it a different ball game, really, because 13 to 8, man, that changes the look of this. And T-Lander, he looks at Natalie Rude and just says, hey, you know what? Throw that one away. It's okay. Just forget about that one. I'll give Rude some extra encouragement. Yeah, that's one for Rude where you just got to take it, throw that away, forget about it. Serve now from the libero Geis, and Autumn Stream looks for the kill. It's dug up somehow in the back row. Esgett will look for the kill, but it's Neeson back there. And now Abby T-Lander with the kill. Abby T-Lander makes it 13 to 9. Ellie T-Lander out. In is Kendra Hines. Back to serve is going to be Autumn Stream. Stream will bounce the ball a couple times. And here's the serve. Dug up by Benedict. And it's an ace! Benedict with the ace. That makes it 14 to 9. And it is match point. Rush City 14-9. Here we go. Autumn Stream trying to finish it off for the Tigers. Stream with the serve. Fans are on their feet. Benedict with the dig to Minky. Esgett looks for the kill. And it's down. And the Vikings keep themselves alive 14 to 10. Dakota Esgett with the kill there to make it 14-10. Vikings aren't done yet. Jenna Minke serve. It's over. Dug up by Stream. Rude looking to finish it off. Abby Thielander. That's it. Abby Thielander finishes it off with the kill. And that is where they have a Rush City Auto replay. 15-10. Tigers win it in 5, 3 sets to 2. They win the fifth. 15-10. Let's take a look at that Rush City Auto replay here. Here we go. You can see the Jenna Minke serve as she readies it. It got over. It was set. And then here comes Abby Thielander. Nobody home, right down Broadway for Abby Thielander. And the Rush City Tigers beat the North Branch Vikings in 5 sets. Wow, what a game. Game of the week, I'll say. The Vikings fall here in a fantastic matchup, but it was the Tigers here taking it in the 5th set, 15-10. So we're going to take a commercial break to hear a word from our fine sponsors, and then when we come back, we'll recap this one, let you know what's coming up for the Tigers for the rest of the season, plus what's coming up for us tomorrow, and also for North Branch Vikings for the rest of the season as well. You're listening to this game on Cool Country 100.9 FM, WCMP. Also, don't forget, they have a bird and animal auction at Chelsea Brook Farm in Mora, Saturday the 19th. They'll have geese, pheasants, goats, pigs, pigeons, and more. That's Saturday the 19th at 9:30 a.m. at Chelsea Brook Farm, just 9 miles north of Mora. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube page. If you subscribe to the YouTube page, you'll be notified anytime we go live with a local sporting event. All you have to do is click on the notification. It will take you right to the live video. Back after word from our fine sponsors here on Cool Country 100.9 FM, WCMP.
Whoa! They've got what you need at the Pine City Freeway Holiday Station Store. Right now, the Pine City Holiday Station Store off 35 has got savings like Doritos and Lay's Mix and Match, buy one, get one half off. Jack Link's Beef Jerky Variety, 2 for $10. Starbucks Pink in Paradise, buy one, get one free. Any Dr. Pepper, 3 for $5. Red Bull 12 ounce, buy 2, get 1 free. Open 24/7, 365. They've got what you need at the Freeway Holiday Station Store in Pine City.
Kettle River Pizza is a proud supporter of sports teams and community organizations. Local groups and teams across the state have had amazing success with Kettle River Pizza fundraising. From sausage and pepperoni to chicken Alfredo or the hot Hawaiian, the cheesy deliciousness practically sells itself. Visit KettleRiverPizza.com to schedule your next fundraiser. It's so easy to get started. Got a pizza craving now? Pick up a Kettle River Pizza at your local grocery store or convenience store today.
Getting your vehicle repaired after an accident doesn't have to be stressful. Drop your vehicle at Hones Auto Body and they take care of the stress. From the estimate to easily working with your insurance, Hones will take care of minor dents, collision repair, glass replacement, and mechanical services. iCar and ASE certified technicians will get your vehicle fixed right. For a shop you can trust, for collisions or everyday repairs, bring your vehicle to Hones Auto Body and Glass Mechanical in Mora. Or visit online at honesauto.com. That's HOHNS auto.com.
Back here on WCMP 100.9 FM, the Tigers and Vikings, they went at it here tonight. But the Tigers come out on top 3 sets to 2. They took the first set 25-17, and then the Vikings came back with a vengeance there in that second set, taking that one 25-14. It looked like the Vikings were going to have all momentum going forward, but the Tigers came back in that third set, and they had all momentum on their side, 25-16. Then that fourth set, the Tigers scored first, but then North Branch came out and pretty much led until midway through that set. Then it was the Tigers coming back. Then the Tigers led throughout the majority of the set. Then the Vikings came back at the end there. It was back and forth, tie, lead, tie, lead, tie, lead. Vikings took that lead right at the end and won it 25-23, which pushed us to this fifth and final set. Tigers got out to the early lead, and they never looked back, winning it 15-10 over the Vikings of North Branch to win it 3-2. Meanwhile, up in Moose Lake Willow River, the Tigers stay undefeated. They're 7-0 as they beat Moose Lake Willow River 24-22. What a game there for the Tigers up there in Moose Lake Willow River. So a good night overall for the Rush City Tigers. They win here over North Branch in this volleyball game, and then they win their football game up at Moose Lake Willow River 24-22. So the Tigers, man, what a night it is for them. Their volleyball team, after that win especially, will probably catapulted to the top 10 in their class, and no doubt they should probably overtake ESCO in their section standings after a win like this. This was, I think, the signature win the QRF is looking for in the season when they're ranking teams. And if there are teams looking at it, for Rush City, for them to play in a game like this against how good of a team the Vikings are, to come out with the win, and they did it in all five, and some people might say, well, had to go all five. Yeah, they had to go all five. They have a young team. They have 2 seniors. They only have 1 junior. The rest they have 2 sophomores. The rest are freshmen and 8th graders. They have a really young Tiger team, but they are doing so well with that young talent, and I'm sure Coach T-Lander is more than pleased with how things have been going with this young group and how talented they are and just their resilience. We talk a lot about resilience, especially in high school, but this team has it. And I think with how young they are, standing tall in a game like this and playing all 5, I think a lot of teams, especially young teams, can press in a 5th set when they're up against a team that is top 10 in their class or top 5 in their class. This team did not. Rush City stayed calm. They went back to Rush City volleyball. They took confidence in themselves and just played their type of volleyball and wound up coming away with the win 3-2 over the North Branch Vikings. As I mentioned before, the Rush City Tiger football team beat Moose Lake Willow River 24-22. So it's a good night to be a Tiger fan here in the state of Minnesota. So for the North Branch Vikings and their season, this is not it for their season. No, they will have more to play. But we'll see what this does for them in the standings. I don't see them losing their top spot in the section, but we'll have to wait and see. So this will be their last match of the week, and then next week they finish off the regular season over in Becker for that Mississippi 8 conference game. That will do it for the North Branch Vikings. So one more game for them, and unfortunately for them, the last few games that they have played have been away. So tough way to end the season on the road, but if they can keep hold of that number 1 seed, they'll play many at home. But again, they'll finish off the regular season with the North Branch Vikings next Tuesday at Becker for a Mississippi 8 conference game. For the Rush City Tigers, it's not it for them either, no. This is it for this week. They'll have 2 games next week. They'll have Monday over in Bram, and then Tuesday, it will all come to a Great River Conference Championship game next Tuesday here at Rush City. We will be a part of that one as well. Yes, we'll be here for Rush City hosting the Mille Lacs Raiders here next Tuesday, which will presumably be the Great River Conference Championship game. The winner of that one takes the Great River Conference crown once again, and the Tigers looking to do it for the 3rd season in a row. What a great game it was here between these 2 teams. So fun. It's sad that it has to end, but yes, it does. Of course, playoffs for these teams coming up about a week from next Wednesday. As next Wednesday they will, or not next Wednesday, the Wednesday after that will be our first round of playoffs. We'll see if, I don't know about these sections and how they play, but it might, I think possibly for the Tigers, they might, depending on how the section works, get a first round bye. We'll have to wait and see. We'll keep you up to date with all of that. And a great place to stay up to date is our morning shows over on 95.5 FM KBEK with Rockin' Robin Riley at 7:30 and 8:30. Then over on 100.9 FM on this station with Joshua Miron at 7:45 and 8:45. That's when you can catch your local sports updates. We'll talk this game, cover other games from our local listening area, as well as regional and national sports. Also, another great place to stay up to date with local sports is our websites and our social media pages. Both our websites for WCMP and KBEK. Both our Facebook pages for WCMP and KBEK, as well as our Instagram. And then our Twitter at WCMP Radio. For all things local sports, we'll talk coaches retiring, coaches being hired, coaches broken records, local player broken records, breaking sports news, LOI signings. Well, NCAA getting rid of that, so they won't be talking about that anymore, but players deciding where they're going to go to college and play, and all that and more, plus replays, highlights from games we've been at, as well as articles on game recaps. So stay tuned for all of that on our Facebook pages, Instagram, Twitter, our websites, and our morning shows. Of course, if you're watching this on our YouTube, or if you know someone who was and they've tuned out, make sure to tell them, hey, subscribe to the YouTube, because if you're subscribed, you'll get a notification every time this channel goes live with a local sporting event, and then you'll just click the notification, and it will take you right to that live video. Of course, again, we are free. We will never charge you to watch our videos. We will never make you buy our videos after they're done. Our broadcasts are completely free. YouTube, over the air, on our website, they're completely free. We will never charge you a penny for any broadcasts that we do, and you can always go back and watch them after the fact for free. So remember that. So, as that has wrapped us up, I want to make sure to remind you that to check out the bird and animal auction at the Chelsea Brook Farm in Mora, Saturday the 19th, they'll have geese, pheasants, goats, pigs, pigeons, and more. That's Saturday the 19th at 9:30 a.m. at the Chelsea Brook Farm, just 9 miles north of Mora. Also, stay tuned. You can win tickets to the Minnesota Vikings game against Detroit by listening to Joshua Muron in the morning show. Tickets to next Sunday's game against the Lions, plus a hotel stay and spending cash. Because Cool Country 100.9 FM WCMP is your local radio home for the Minnesota Vikings. So stay tuned for those. Of course, I got to give a huge shout out to you guys for tuning in here tonight. Thanks so much for tuning in. It is because of you I get a job to do. I have a job to do because you guys tune in. If nobody's tuning in, they tell me, hey, nobody's tuning in, no reason for you to be out here calling these games, so we're not going to have you anymore. So I appreciate you all tuning in, giving me a job to do. Another huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other broadcast that we do here on our airways. We appreciate them. Of course, remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through. Your kindness could truly make someone's day. It could change their week. It could change their mindset on a lot of things. So just remember to be kind to everyone because, again, it costs nothing to be kind, and it can truly make someone's day. The final here in this one, the Rush City Tigers beat the North Branch Vikings in 5 sets, 3-2. The Rush City Tigers football team also beats Moose Lake Willow River on the road, 24-22. For WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gillen. Tune in tomorrow for more football action over the airwaves. Again, that's tomorrow night across all of our airwaves. Once again, for WCMP, Ethan Game Day Gilman, have a great rest of your night.